Because restarting OBS and recreating the scene did nothing. Okay, we've gone back to a different screen, but if I actually start the game up, it does... You can see my cursor, right? Can you just confirm that you can see my cursor? Because it's showing Can you see the start button and power up button, or are they missing here? Are they just you just seeing the red Vampire Survivors screen? Just the screen, right? Something's really wrong with Vampire Survivors. And I have no idea what. Right, Val, do you want to pop upstairs? I'm going to have to put some clothing on once. I've just covered my groin with a pair of shorts. Do you want to hop up and give us a shout? Because I can't figure this out at all. Camera? What about my camera? You mean turn it off? One sec, dude. Sorry? I didn't even get up. Let's move. Right, so everyone can hear you. Just so you can...
Hi all.
Right, so obviously you can see it's all working fine here, but it doesn't reflect on there. My Steam there. Gaming. Okay, so if I now pop my camera back on, hello. Will this work though? Domario, select. Ah, it is working. Thank you very much, dude.
You're welcome, buddy.
What?
Take the camera off before you lock me out.
I'm going to leave the door unlocked. Actually, let's get a bit of air flowing through here. Oof. Right, we are back. Okay. What a fucking stream already. Right, so. The plan, my friends, is to spend today doing all of the unlocks and secrets. Well, not all of them, but as many as I can do before it hurts too much to sit down because I've got a broken bottom. There is a reason for this. The reason is I've had an idea. I've had an idea in the back of my head for weeks now. And when I get these ideas, I really need to run with them, because I don't. I just sit and dwell on them and then think of all the reasons why I shouldn't do them. And even if I don't achieve what I set out to achieve, I still need to start making an effort to try. That's something I'm really struggling with at the moment. And it was after a couple of days ago, I went on a small journey from Hull to York with one of my ex-girlfriends, who we're still incredibly good friends. I'll need that for what I'm doing. Yeah, we're still incredibly good friends, and we were just talking about life and the various issues I've been going through in the past year or so. And she said basically, yeah, just try things, just anything, just try anything, and you never know what's going to spark that passion in you again to make you want to concentrate more of your life doing it. And I was like, you know what? You're talking complete sense. And so last night I was laid in bed. I had a real bad night's sleep. I couldn't sleep properly. The heat was atrocious. So I was laid in bed. And I was watching some stuff on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to give it a go anyway. And the idea is, and it's aiming big but starting low. I am really into speedruns. I love watching speedruns. I find them fascinating, and I've always wanted to do one but never knew which game to pick. And last night I was watching the world champion of this, and I said to myself, you know what, I could do that. And so here I am, trying to get all of the unlocks and secrets done, so I get all of the weapons and everything, and all of the pickups and all of the power-ups. And I think I'm going to start having a go at speedruns of Vampire Survivors. I like the idea of that a lot. I'm not going to do every stream as a Vampire Survivors stream, but at least one a week. I'm going to sit and learn as much as I can about this game. I just realised how low health I'm on, because I'm not paying that much attention to what's going on screen. Let me give me the pull aroma. Oh, nice rosemary beads. I'll have that. I like the idea of you liking an idea. It's good for the bit. Absolutely. It's been a while since I've had an idea. I have lots of ideas. It's been a while since I've had an idea that I think I could actually act upon. I really want the look. Come on, come on, come on. You know, I never want it when it pops up, but now I want it. Hey, last one, but it'll do. So I've noticed that I can also upgrade the new arrow weapon if I've got all these bits and pieces. So here we go with that. Yeah, more King Rival. And we have the absolutely glorious Greenlung listening to. Greenlung are doing something today. They've been hinting at it on social media for a couple of weeks, and it's happening today. I'm really interested to see what it is. If anyone doesn't know Greenlung, it's who we're listening to, and it is probably my favourite band in the world at the moment. I'd take the armour. Having a drive is worthwhile. If it's standard time every week, you'll get people in purely tuning in for the Vampire speedruns, Vampire Survivors. I agree. Yes, Valen, yes. I get my words out there. I haven't had any caffeine today, but it's too hot for coffee, and I don't have any Diet Coke. What a conundrum. Hell yeah. Oh shit, I didn't realize they were there. Nice. Very nice. Just got to avoid the others, or else the big bosses will turn up and give me a bit of a spanking, and not the kind of spanking that I like. To be fair, I'm not really that into spanking. Spanking other people is fine. I have very little, is it masochistic tendencies? Is masochistic the one where you like the pain? And sadist is when you like to cause it? Not the biggest fan of it either, to be honest. Considering I live with, like, a kink master, and now I'm on a team that runs events for kinky events, I'm not really kinky. I have a bit of passive kink, you know. Yes, face my Bibles of Doom. Kinky by proxy, yeah. I live vicariously through other people's kinks. I am fighting fire with fire and drinking lots of hot liquids today. I've never understood that. Never understood it. People that drink hot drinks to stay cool, doesn't happen to me. I drink cold drinks to stay cool. Hot drinks make me ridiculously hot, even more painfully hot than I already am. Living far, so the best from the past. If I get hotter, it feels cooler around me. I mean, fair, if it's a psychosomatic thing, then totally fair enough. What happened to my fire-breathing nut there? Did one of the cats just eat it? Little bastards. But yeah, so someone insisted that it was a scientific thing that drinking hot drinks cools you down, so I looked it up and it isn't. Why do people always insist on these things? Oh, it's science, mate. If you drink hot things, I'm not saying that's what you said, Prox, by any chance. But I'm just saying some people do say that, and it's like you look up the science and there's no science. It's just like, oh. Is it the Dunning-Kruger effect? Dunning-Kruger effect? Never underestimate the power of someone talking about something as if they know what they're talking about. Because people hate to feel in the dark, and so they go, oh really? Oh right, oh god, nice one, mate. Yeah, it's like, no questioning it. Bloody hell, jackpot. But hey ho, that's just people, isn't it? This is how we little weirdos live our lives. So yeah, so today I'm trying to get as many of the unlocks as possible. I'm going to go through them in order that they are just on the unlock screen. So at the moment I'm trying to get to level 50 with this character, although if I can also get the evolved arrow, that'd be great, because I've not got that one yet. I made a lovely big pan of pea soup last night, and then I had some for breakfast, and now all I can taste is pea soup. Well, pea soup and toothpaste. Interesting mix. Right, what have we got here? Yeah, let's have that one, why not? I don't really understand the arcanas. I need to, obviously, because I need to figure out what they all mean. But I will be looking at guides on how to get the world record as well as that. Never die. Nice. Never die. I've noticed that a lot of the world record speedrunners for this game, they it's a lot of it is about obviously game knowledge, what you know of the game, but a huge amount of it is also just pure luck and RNG, as they call it. Be really careful not to grab those extra pickups because the bosses spawn and I don't want that. Yeah, last night when I was eating my piping hot soup, it made me just so much hotter. I was like, why did I choose hot food on a hot day? I should be having an ice cold feta salad or something. Well, not ice cold, but you know what I mean. A nice, cool, refreshing, leafy, cold salad. I've got some cabbages and carrots that need using up in the fridge, so I'm thinking I might make a big-ass bowl of coleslaw later. But pimp it up with, like, sweet corn and stuff in it as well. That'd be nice. Bowl of chilled watermelon. I'm not a fan of watermelon, Meme. Obviously, you know, you do you. Not a fan of fruit in general. I literally adore every vegetable I've ever eaten, but I've never got on with fruit ever. Yeah, there's very few fruits I will eat. I don't mind like satsumas. Strawberries if they are literally picked fresh off the plant, like at my mum's allotment. Otherwise, they just, for me, the taste is far too sour. Nice. Very nice. There we go. Magic arrows. Strawberries and blueberries are a power breakfast. You like mango? I mean, I know I like fruit flavored things, but I think it's a texture of actual fruit. It's just always gone a bit weird in my mouth. But give me all the vegetables. I fucking love veggies. Veggies and salads. Absolutely love them. Love them. Yes, die, my pretties. Die, 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 my darling. Stay on. The only fruit I used to eat is pineapple. I don't eat fruit that eats me back. You know, you're supposed to, like, peel it first. Right, we are at level 50. No, not level 49. We'll be very soon, though. There we go. And that is that one done. So we've got the evolved arrow, and we got to level 50. Jobs are good, and oh. Nice. Very nice. You eat bananas with the shell on. Please tell me you're joking, Mimi. That's disgusting. Right, level 50 with Porter. Harry Potter. Defeat a total of 6,000 Sammys. I've not even seen a Sammy yet. Where the hell's that come from? With Keitha, break the seal of the lake. These are all... I did recently get the DLC, so these are all new things for me. Right, let's go level 50 with Porter. Hello, Porter. Oh, you got the lightning ring. I like the lightning ring. In that awesome collection, Arcana. I need to get the rest of the Arcana as well. So many things I need to get. Yeah, let's go with that. Actually, what other unlocks do I have to get? I've never seen that ball before. I've never seen that heart before. So I think I've got all of them then. Oh no, there's this... I don't know what to pair the rune tracer with in order to make a weapon. I don't think I've received that yet. I noticed they've removed some as well. The cherry bomb's gone. And the bone has gone. Whatever. Burn. Burn. Yeah, I'll take Spell Stream. It's a good weapon. Especially if you get the other two to match it with. Should have really saved this, because it's a bit of a waste to do it now, because everything's so easy. No, seriously, Mimi, do you actually eat bananas with the skin on? I've never known anybody do that, ever. It kind of weirds me out a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Not in a we can't be friends anymore kind of way, but more in just a... Seriously? Like, dude. Ew. Older than the hills. You're not Kevin Spacey from K-Pax. I've never seen K-Pax. I've heard it's very good. I am a fan of Kevin Spacey, it's got to be said. Even though he was probably a bit of a naughty boy. But then again, he got cleared in a court of law, and if you lose faith in the justice system, you lose faith in society as a whole. So, what can you do? Not that I've got much faith in society, to be honest. Way up. God, I love this band. Give me some regen. Can't wait to go see these guys in November. I'm only going to 2 gigs this time. Usually I go to a lot more, but this time I'm going to just Manchester and Sheffield. Very exciting. When I was a kid, I ate oranges with the peel. My logic was that there was orange zest in marmalade, so naturally I had to eat the entire orange not to waste anything since it was edible. I mean, it is edible, it's just not very nice. It's the white, it's the pith, isn't it? It's quite bitter. But yeah, it's, if you ever like putting orange flavouring into food or anything, nice jackpot. It's the zest that gives you the orange flavour or the lemon flavour, as opposed to... easy boy, oh. Hey, Kurt. Good morning. But yeah, if you're making like pork carnitas with orange and milk, which by the way is fucking delicious, you don't put orange juice in it. You put orange zest in it because that's what gives the orangey flavour. I mean, orange juice would help a bit, but then it cooks off and you lose the acidity of it. Mass Effect 2 when? Probably next week now, dude. I've got an idea into my head that I want to be the world record holder for the speedrun of Vampire Survivors. So that's what I'm doing today. Tomorrow midday-ish, I have therapy, as I do every Friday. And then sometimes, depending on how the session goes, I stream. Sometimes I don't. I generally don't stream on weekends. It's not unheard of, but as a general rule, I don't. I know I do have plans this weekend. I've got my mod genre is having an engagement party, and then I've got a ticket to a show on Saturday night at a local bar called the Adelphi, which is a great place that I've not been to for years, as it happens. So I might end up going there, but I also might end up just coming home, and Sunday's usually just a day of rest, maybe barbecue, depending on the weather. Nice, that's what I was looking for. Not that I really need it, because I think it's going to be a pretty easy run. But yeah, something Valen was talking to me about last week, earlier this week, time has no meaning, was, you know, do stuff. And I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, just do stuff, but both him and Law are right. I've got to do stuff. So I want to aim for something, not just sit and complete a game. That's not quite. It's not high enough aim for me, because I've got that kind of brain. It needs to. I need to be achieving things, and I haven't achieved anything for quite some fucking time, and it's driving me slowly insane. Girlfriend is woken me up at 7 a.m. with pad thai. What a girlfriend! Marry that one. Marry. I wish Valen would wake me up with pad thai. Not that he's my girlfriend. So yeah, so today I am doing unlocks. I am unlocking things. Nice. Hey Bambi, how you doing? Oh, fire breath. Let's get a reroll. And again. And again. Fuck it, I'll take that. Oh, nice. Rosemary beads. I talked with my therapist about this yesterday, and we got to the conclusion that baby steps and, among other things, working on fighting that capitalist productivity weasel is a good way to get that done. It's difficult to get into, but I'm sure it gets easier with time as everything else. It is. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But all I know is that my current way of living is not working. And so something has to change. And even if it's just a little thing, like having a tiny, daft, stupid little project to work on, like getting the world record in Vampire Survivors, or even that, maybe just getting the British record to start with. That could be the UK champion. Oh man, that was bad positioning. Yeah, me too. That was one of the best power-ups I ever unlocked, was that. Yeah, I'm not actually trying to win this run. I'm just trying to get every character to level 50 to get their unlocks, their things that they unlock. Very descriptive there, Chunk. Nice. Ooh, I've not seen that one before. Listed weapons come with a counterpart. Okay. That's a new one. When the axe comes down. I was watching some guy do this last night who wasn't doing world records. At least not the world record speedrun. He was doing challenges like get the weakest character and then you have to stay still. You're not allowed to move at all and you have to get like through the whole level and stuff. It was ridiculous but also fascinating. I really enjoyed watching it. What are we on, level 39 now? What belong, what belong? The definition of just one more, right? Again, and the game I was playing yesterday, I don't know if you saw, was a game called Dismantle. Very different type of game, but at the same time, very ADHD centered. It's just so many little things to do to keep you distracted. So that was Greenlung's first EP, and now we're putting on Greenlung's debut album. I'm so into this band. They're the nicest dudes. And they deserve all the success they're getting. And they are getting, like, really successful. They're going to be up there with Ghost one day, and I can't fucking wait. Go on, lads. We're on level 41. I ain't dying anytime soon, I don't think. Let's give this just a little bit more volume. Colors! It's so beautiful. Oh, double red. Nice. That's going to be a fair few levels up that. Level 45. We're nearly there. I'll just turn that down a bit, touch for you guys. There you go. Ah, I've just got my shooters as I'm about to finish as well. Never mind. Oh, it has unlocked new things for me. Yeah, give me some garlic. Whatever. Wow, look at that. I love this weapon. And the first time I heard this, I was putting together a festival, and I had a bit of a falling out with, at the time, it was Greenlung's booking agent. Turned out to be a right fucking idiot. But anyway, because of that, I got the phone number of the guitarist off somebody else, and I had a proper good long chat with him and that, and we became good friends. And I put them on a few times when they were small, and they stayed at my house, and you know, we fed them and gave them drugs. And we've been real chummy ever since. And I said, just seeing them rise through the ranks, you know, they're getting played on fucking BBC Radio 1 now, and they've been signed to like major labels, and it's just like, yeah, you're gonna go far, kids. They've got a new album coming out real soon, and I'm so excited. So after when you spend a week perennium sunning and then let loose your charged up sun energy. I can't say I've ever sunned my perennium, I don't think. If the perennium is indeed the part of the body I think it is. Oh shit, I'm at level 50. Oh, level 56. Right, okay, we can stop that. Oh, I can't resist getting all them though. Give it to me, baby. Anyway, right. Right, level 50 with Croce. So you can see the theme we're doing today. Croce. Oh, big chest out boy. Oh yeah. Now you stand under the sun. Still not evolved that, I might as well, just in case. It built up positive sun energy. Oh, sorry, it was a hippie thing. They tried to start here, and you'd walk through a hiking area and you see hippie's butthole facing the sun, like, what the fuck? Seriously? That's weird. Positive sun energy through the butt. I mean, I guess there's no science to say it doesn't work. Just to catch a glimpse, you'll never forget. Like Venusaur's solar beam, So it's not from where the sun very much does shine there in Hawaii. Fuck it, oh. Yeah, Greenland once promised me that when they make it to Wacken and they have an animatronic goat, I can control the goat. And I'm going to hold them to that shit. Up in the morning sun. There's something to have on your CV. So, what did you do this summer, Mr. Chung? I was an animatronic goat. And nobody can ever take that away from me. Don't want any of them. So let's re-roll. Yeah, a bit of regen's always a good idea. You never know. That one. Our woodland rides. Oh, you're at level 16? Buh. Oh, join your right. I did see something. Twitch emailed me the other day and it was like, if you pay so much, you have access to like a shitload of music that you can play on your stream. I didn't look too much into it because I aren't paying it, but it's like, can you just play what you want, or is it just copyright free crap that they've put together and said you can pay us to play this? Balan? Balan will know. Twitch King. Watching everything you do. Sister, you've been told that making love's a sin. Open up your heart and let the devil in. Yes, fire breath. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Powering through this anyway. Doesn't really matter at this point. Sister, you've been told that making love's a sin. Nice. Get these tomes now as well. Very nice. Let the devil in. Level 32! We are getting there slowly. A bit slower this one. I think I picked the wrong offensive weapons, but whatever. Oh! I've seen that one before. I've seen that one before. Okay, I have seen all them before, but hey-ho. Let him in. Let the devil in. In time you will see. God, it's getting warm in here. As the sun hits the back of the house, this room just gets warmer and warmer. Ooh wee. Follow me to the ritual tree. Who knows what you might find? In time you will see what's behind the lead. Come on, nearly there. I think I've lost today, completely knackered from my walk. I had a little nap at 4 a.m. You look behind the fridge? Well, that looks something. It's always behind the fridge. I blame the pad thai. It's 7 p.m. now, not 7 a.m. Well, that's why you got woke up with pad thai, right? Okay. I'm gonna say it's an unusual breakfast choice, but then I eat anything at any time of day, so I wasn't going to say anything or judge, you know. Pad thai. I used to make, I still can make an absolutely phenomenal beef massaman. Massaman? Beef massaman curry. Lovely stuff. I'm a big fan of tom yum soup as well. Oh, God, yeah. Mouth started watering when I said tom yum soup. Come on, nearly there. Nearly there. Nearly there. Oh, yeah. Right. Love me to the ritual treat. Gennaro. Little bit grindy is this, but it's a means to an end. More I've had a tonka, some slightly spicy coconut soup. I've never seen that on a menu, so that's probably why I've never attempted it. That does sound good. Spicy coconut soup. Also, my ex used to really hate coconut. She kept asking me if I was going out walking. No, I just finished a walk. Well, you had a walk, went for a nap at 4 a.m. and woke up at 7. Nice. Excuse me. This guy's a bit crap in the early game. Yeah, whatever. Actually, I should have probably gone for the garlic there. I agree with that sentiment, Kurt. If I lived near the sea, I'd be a bit different. I'd be like, you know what, I love hot days and sea breeze. Preferably with cold beer and hot dogs. But I have none of these things at the moment, so yes, I agree. I could go down to the seaside. My dad lives at the seaside. I do need to go see my dad. I've not seen him for weeks. But I've been sitting on a bus for 2 hours in this heat, and it's just like, I ain't got that in me. Yeah. In time you will see. I have to shower 5 times a day. Jesus. I just let the sweat happen. I don't really see anyone apart from Valen. He don't mind. No, I'm not a smelly, sweaty person. I'm just a very sweaty person. If that makes sense. I mean, we all pong a bit sometimes, but... Allow me to the ritual tree. I'm not bad on the old stank front, yeah. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. But that was heavy. Never been to Plymouth, I don't think. Been to Penzance. Oh, why didn't I go for the extra XP? That'd have been perfect for this. It would have reduced the level time by 8%. Fool of a tuck. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to try and re-roll for that again. Because that was a foolish choice. Bollocks. There you go. Hey Semba, how's it going? I am also lost in this game. I absolutely adore it. UK used to rule the world. Now look at it, disgraceful. I mean, I don't want to rule the world. I don't really want to be British, to be honest. I'd rather be just... I'm Chung. I'm not British, I'm Chung. 30 degrees and cloudy here. I bumped into a Welsh dude a couple of days ago and we got talking. Poor bugger was really suffering in the heat, I can imagine. I'm okay, Semba. How are you? I'm okay. I'm not going to say I'm good, because that's not quite true, but I'm definitely doing better today than I've done recently, so I'm taking that as a win. Which, considering the heat and lack of sleep, is quite surprising. Maybe it was the pea soup. Maybe all the nutrients has just made me feel much better. Come to Bulgaria. I'm sure you're going to love it. I've heard Bulgaria is really nice. I had a friend who bought a house out there, but unfortunately died in a motorbike crash and never actually managed to move out there, but he was learning the language and everything. Not sure if the heat is fucking me up. It's certainly unpleasant, which is why I am naked with a fan on my back, window open, window deflector, like a sun deflector on my window that you put in, you know, car windscreens. Doing everything I can to keep myself cool. Yeah, that was a bad one, Kurt. That was a particularly horrendous period in my life. Talking around 7-Elevens, they whack the aircon way up. I love going in Lidl. It's like, oh, aircon. Even then, I'm still sweating them. Oh shit, I've got all my maxed out stuff. I can get me tomes now. Thank you. I'll have that. I'll have that. God, I may as well get that as well. Bit of extra gold, because why not, eh? What are we on? Level 22. Okay, not so bad. Our count has grown. Once we were 9 in the service of Christ. Look these times are. Nice. Oh, I'll tell you what, and I've got a bloody hankering for a barbecued cheeseburger today. There may be a trip to shop in my future. Gold fever. Right out. Savers! Not been to Savers for a while. Place of cheap deodorant and makeup, apparently. I don't really buy makeup, so I wouldn't know. Don't think I've seen that one. Let's give that one a go. Out of shampoo, washing machine pods, toothpaste, mouth, everything basically. Yeah, that's fair. Sabres is the place to go for that kind of stuff for sure. There was a man actually, we're running a bit low on toothpaste. I did have a tube, but I think I lost it when I went camping. Maybe I threw it at someone, I'm not sure. I'm joking, it was a very peaceful camping trip. Lots of fun, lots of good vibes and good people. I'd love to do it again. In fact, it's probably one of the best experiences I've had in the past couple of years. It was just beautiful.
She came here out of curiosity, was drugged into submission, and now she's a witch.
Used to shop all these in Asda. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call you an idiot. I'd just say you didn't know. But yeah, there are certainly shops that are a lot cheaper in terms of other things. Like, I buy a lot of stuff on eBay, like hot sauces and stuff. You can get giant bottles of Frank's Red Hot for like £3. Whereas in supermarket, you'll pay £3 for a little tiny bottle. It's like, fuck that. I am a fan of me hot sauces, it's got to be said. You hate Aldi? I'm sorry to hear that. I quite enjoy Aldi, although there isn't an Aldi near me, so I tend to choose Lidl these days. It's a bit junky, well, it's very junky, but I'm a big fan of their cheese and tomato pasta pots. I think they're really nice. Calling to me. Is that 2 miles or 2 meters? Jackpot. 2 minutes. I see neither. Oh, big one. Come on, nearly there. Big C and Tesco Lotus. Tesco Lotus? What the hell's that? It sounds like a biblical plague. Of the capitalist kind. Aha, level 50. We are done. Oh. Ah, but Doggo Duck lives in Thailand. You too, Meme. In whatever it is you're doing, enjoy. Oh. Right, okay, so I'm going to reach level 50 with Antonio while surviving 15 minutes in Moonaglow, I think. So Antonio, well, I've done level 50 with him, surely. Maybe I haven't. What the hell? That's weird. But okay, Antonio in Moonaglow for 15 minutes. Shit, didn't mean to do that. Hey-ho. Oh, this is the one where you can just literally get everything, isn't it? Speed, regen. Yeah, let's get all the health power-ups. Good stuff. Not a fan of these jellies, though. Huh. Maybe getting to level 50 in this level wasn't the best idea, given how scarce and scant the XP seems to be. Do we have a map here? No, we don't. Okay. Give me something to break. Where are all the enemies? Surely it can't be that hard to reach level 15 if we're up here. Can I just literally buy every weapon here? Oh, okay, not all of them, but a lot of them. Maybe I should have been a bit more picky with what I was choosing, but can't win them all. Beginning to start loving this game. It's great. I absolutely adore it. Nothing to do with your Tesco, I think. Pronounced Lotat. Oh, okay. Tesco Lotat. See, we call tat shops as in like charity shops. Go get a load of tat. Reminds me of the games you used to play in the early 2000s. Cool, what games? It's a lot of coins all of a sudden. I've seen the birds fall from the sky. I've seen the harvest wither. And who invited you, you big crabby boy? All kinds, fair enough. Now I only play World of War. I've never touched Warcraft. I've heard how much of a dangerous thing that is for a man of my mental divergence to get into. So I've always avoided it. Many, many years ago, I had a girlfriend in Hull. This is before I moved to Manchester. It's a very long time ago. I was in my early 20s. I had a girlfriend who was at uni in Hull and lived with a bunch of students. And there was one kid, and he spent every minute of every working day just playing Warcraft. It's like, Jesus, dude, must be good. Hey, oski booski! It's worse than heroin. Probably not as destructive, but in terms of addiction, I can kind of understand. Should have got the crown then, fool. Oh, nice. Very nice. Nay, Queen. Oh yeah, I've heard like people have died because they've not taken breaks and stuff. Yeah, I've heard about. So then Second Life as well. That was another one where people were dying because they didn't want to stop playing. Crazy stuff, but it's a crazy world we live in. Often guys in South Korea, take a break, brother. Absolutely. Tormented one. How you doing, dude? Loving the little dinosaur dance. Hello, hello. I swear this guy, guitarist, is called Scott, and he's like Randy Rhoads reborn. Fucking demon. I don't think it's going to be an issue surviving 15 minutes in here unless things go weird, which some levels they do go weird, but it doesn't seem to be particularly difficult at the moment. Getting to level 50 could be an issue. Let's keep getting the XP boosts. I love your type of music. It puts you in violence mood. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It puts me in very much a mood of peace and love and joy. But I suppose, again, that's a highlight of different brain types responding to different stimuli in different ways. But I fucking feel so at peace when I listen to Greenland. But I do love it. You're a better person than me. I wouldn't go that far, fella. Wouldn't go that far. It's incredibly rare for me to get aggressive. It does happen, but it's really rare. It's more of a cathartic vibe. Yeah, yeah. Heavy metal for me is cathartic. Even the angriest, nastiest heavy metal I find really peaceful for some reason. Even though it's horrible and nasty to the ears, it's like it's a way of releasing aggressive tendencies without actually getting aggressive against anybody, which I'm all for. Chosen one. Hey, Tormented One, thank you very much for the follow. I'm sorry I didn't hear the alert. Really appreciate that. Welcome to Chunks Place. I hope you enjoy your stay. Oh, I've had lots of flies in my life. I got into a couple of fights when I was at school age, and I lost them both, and I learned it was better not to get into fights. So it's like, you know, diplomacy is always a better option than swinging your fists. Unless it's in self-defense, of course. Someone really pissed me off. Hell yeah. Yeah, I can relate to that, Kurt. I learned the best way to deal with it was make them laugh. And then they don't want to throw fists at you. I'm not so fussed about getting to level 50 anymore, because I can do that on a different level, but I do need to get to minute 15 in this level. And the baddies seem to be stacking up in challenge. I love violence. I love it best when avoided. I do like watching boxing. MMA is a bit too much for me. When you see people like they start proper fucking elbowing them in the head and stuff, it's like, oh, fuck it, hell. It's a bit much, mate, you know? I hate all the bullshit swagger that goes around MMA as well. I used to, when I was a student in Manchester, I used to work behind the bar at the arena, Manchester Arena. And one of the, by far, the worst events I ever worked at was the boxing. All the music shows were generally quite fine, but the boxing was awful. Absolutely everybody was coked up to fuck, and they all just wanted to fight each other in front of the bars instead of, you know, it's just, oh, Jesus, guys. Grow up. Oh, shit, I've not seen that one either. This is great. Ba-da-da-bum. Beep. One naked junk. Beep. There it is. How you doing, Biohazard? Great to see you as always. Well, sports can be a good way to unite people and countries. Look at rugby. Oh shit! I didn't realise I was getting absolutely annihilated there. No! How many revives have I got? Probably not enough. Right, run, 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 run. More max health. More max health. More revival. Yes, quick, come on, I'm close. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Come on, give me a nice big evolved weapon. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. That is the one that gives me energy back from hitting people, which is nice. Yeah, okay. Let's kill these two, because they look pretty mean. They are pretty mean. Oh shit, nice. They're like mini versions of the bosses that I hate. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'm over level 50, that's fine. I've got 30 seconds to go. Bigger heart. But it came to no good. I'll catch up with chat in a second, dudes. I'm just intensely trying to last the next 9 seconds. Oh, I did it. Fuck yeah. So, 15 minutes and level 50. Sweet. Nice. MMA is how right-wing people like Elmo Musk, Joe Rogan, and Andrew Tate try to... Elmo Musk, Joe Rogan, Andrew Taint. Now that is a fucking good one. Yeah, he is a taint. Oh, bloody hell, Biohazard's here. Yeah, I'm okay today, thank you, Biohazard. I hope you are too. Oh, you are good, that's good. Did you see the t-shirt image you had commissioned for Valen? I have not. I'm guessing that's in Valen's... which channel in Valen's Discord? %100% loyal to your stream. Fancy image goodness, perhaps? Wow. I don't know who Eris Ptolemy is watching, but that is one hell of a stage setup for that drum kit. Holy shit. So, who was it? Jorgundar, right? Okay, yeah, I thought so. I have not seen it. No, I have not. No, I have not. We're finally free. Imelda, level 50. Actually, was there anything else I could do at the same time as, again? I don't know how to evolve the Rune Tracer. I don't know what it evolves with. I'll check a guide out for that. In fact, I'll do that now. I said I was going to start using guides because today is all about unlocking everything. So how to evolve the Rune Tracer. So I'm going to lock by surviving 5 minutes. Huh? It's unlocked. Oh, unlocked. Right, evolved. To evolve the Rune Tracer, you need to leave it to 8 and have armor as one of your items. I swear I've had that before. That's absolute nonsense, but we'll give it a go. Okay. How strange. So, Imelda, who incidentally starts with the weapon anyway. No, I shouldn't. It's Pasqualana. Do I need to do Pasqualana? Yes. Right, so I'll do Pasqualana because she starts with the weapon and I need armor, apparently, and that's it. However, I never had that before. That doesn't make any sense to me. But then you are rather small. Right, so I'm looking for armor. Let's try and get it the first, actually. I'll get crown because XP is good. You've sent it to me. Thank you, Tortured One. I nearly called you Tortured Demon because that's a band that I've been following since their inception. Inception? Contraception? Who knows? It was shown live on stream and then unknown to Valen had it made into a t-shirt for McSteffels, who then put it on. What? Jesus. When my girlfriend's kids play games, they go straight to guides on YouTube. They don't try to discover anything. If it wasn't for the fact that I had a plan with this game to try and get some speedruns in, I would have done the same. In fact, I have done the same for as long as I've played it, but I kind of want to get all this shit unlocked so I can concentrate on doing the speedruns. My Satan Respects Pronouns shirt just arrived. It came with free candy. Nice. Valen has so much candy downstairs that he gives away at various events that he runs, and he's quite kind of lucky in a way that I don't have a sweet tooth even when I'm stoned, because otherwise that candy would not have lasted. And he doesn't eat sausage rolls, so I can't steal them from him either. The torment. I'm not bothered. I mean, I am a partial. Oh, armor, nice. I am partial to the occasional sweetie, like a packet of love hearts or something like that. Other than that, nah. When I'm stoned, I eat the fridge, including the doors. Yeah, that's why I do try to avoid getting stoned all the time, because it's pretty damn good for my mental health in terms of it makes everything shut up and go away, but it makes me eat everything, which is not good for my body's dysmorphia. Right, okay, that's the end of Green Lung for now. So we're talking about nasty, violent music making me feel calm. So I'm going to put something on. Feel free to tell me if this is too much, because I can understand for a lot of people it would be too much. I've spelt that wrong. I've still spelt it wrong. Oh, because it's only one L. Right. Or maybe it isn't. Let's try a different way. Okay, so this is an album by a band called Battalions, and they are from Hull. I have known them as friends for must be close to 15 to 20 years. They've been a band together for over 10 years. I'm going to see them very soon in Hull. They're playing in a bar called the Polar Bear. And when I went camping recently, I went with the lead singer, who, by the way, just before I press play on this, the lead singer is the most placid, gentlest vegan that I have ever met. That's the lead singer. Let's give this a try. Yeah, just in time for the controversial music. It's not controversial, it's just heavy. And I love this shit. This is called sludge metal for anyone that has never had the pleasure. Oh yes, just in time. Noise and Wisdom, it keeps your mind off your past mistakes, 100%. I get that completely. I've learned, I haven't done it, but I've learned that in order to move on from past mistakes, you need to forgive yourself for past mistakes. Not an easy thing to do, very easy thing to say, but I'm determined to fucking work on it a bit more. I've had a really dark couple of weeks and I've woke up today and I'm like, fucking no more. I must get my fucking shit back together. I have heard of Sabaton. I once met the lead singer of Sabaton after their headline set at Bloodstock when I was coked out of my brain. No idea who he was. So I was just like, oh, I met Ray! And the roadie who he was with was just like, for fuck's sake, Chung. He's really small. All my screw-ups have led you to the good place. I love that. I'm just trying to find the good place, and then I can have the same mentality, dude. But I understand completely what you're saying. And I know it's ridiculously difficult to not do this, but dwelling will only make it worse. You cannot change the past. All you can do is change your future. You can't even change your future, you can guide your future. And Stoicism teaches us that nothing is controllable in this world at all. Absolutely no element of our lives are under our control apart from the way we react to them. And I'm trying to make that sink in, you know. My favourite type of rock is Nightwish, metal, I mean. That's fair, yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of Nightwish. It's a little bit too symphonic for me, but I don't mind it by any stretch of the imagination, and I love that so many hundreds of thousands of people get such joy out of it. This is, I specifically went for a nasty band just to say, you know, hey, sometimes aggressive music can lead me to a feeling of peace, and it can, and I love it. I really do love it. This is making me feel peaceful, believe it or not. Stoicism, yeah, I've only recently discovered it, which is why I'm trying to remember its teachings as often as possible, but sometimes we know that shit can just get in the way. Fucking love this song. Non-duality. Avadita Vendata. I can't say I've heard of that one, Tormented Demon. Tormented Demon, god damn it. I'm going to call you Torment from now on. So I can't... I've not heard of that one, Tommy. Can you elaborate, please? Symphonic metal is a lot of people's intro into metal. Yeah, it is. My intro to metal was more kind of new metal, like Papa Roach and Linkin Park and stuff. Rammstein, oh, that's not new metal. That was just kind of something everyone was into at the time when I was just discovering music for myself, around 19 years old. And I was like, it was okay. I didn't mind it, and I still don't mind it. I've got a lot of nostalgia for it. But then I met some dudes who ended up being in my band, but they came round with a bunch of CDs, Metallica, Ozzy, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Motorhead and stuff, and I just went down that rabbit hole and became a proper dirty little metalhead. And now I just adore music. I just fucking love music, regardless of genre, year or country of origin. I just love how vibrations of sound can so directly affect a state of mind and an emotional state. I think it's amazing. Let's try and get more Rune Tracers. There we go. Classical is great. My mum's a huge fan of classical music. In fact, we still haven't recorded our podcast. Mum, I know you're going to watch the VOD if you're not watching live. We need to do our podcast. I'm in a much better headspace now to be creative, so let's get that booked in. There is nothing to elaborate. It is self-evident, absolute truth. Everything is one, united, eternal, infinite, conscious. It's for me, Tormented, you understand it, I don't. So for me, that's a bit wishy-washy. Just everything is eternal, infinite, conscious, but this isn't. This is not eternal. I can burn it. I mean, I suppose the energy does return to the state of energy when it was born from the universe, but it's not infinite. It's not conscious. That's why I'm asking for a deeper explanation so that I can understand better where you're coming from, please. Stoics were also really fucking inclusive in their teachings. One of the main ideas how anyone wanting to study Stoicism and become a Stoic was allowed to and had to be given the access to it, no matter social status or sex. Easy to forget when one sees through today's eyes. It was quite revolutionary, and we're talking like the ancient Greeks. I believe it was the ancient Greeks that came up with Stoicism, and then Marcus Aurelius kind of dwelled on it. He wrote a lot about it in his memoirs, in his observations, or whatever they call them. My short-term memory is not the best when it comes to pulling up like actual names of these things. Everything makes what your identity is. No, I do get that. Thank you, Torment. That you've now explained it in a way that I really, I truly understand that now. Yes, I get it. Everything is yes. I don't know how you cannot change your nature, because that's meditations. That was it. Thank you, Philly. I don't think you can't change your nature. I've definitely changed as a person through my life, and that's through yes, external influences, but also my own work and effort. But I suppose I would never have been inspired to put in my own work and effort if I'd never had those external factors push me into that place. It's a really interesting debate. Yeah, again, we're going back to was it Socrates? The only true wisdom is the knowledge that we know nothing. And yeah, I get that. We don't know shit. Jackpot. Where's my evolved Rune Tracer? Is it glitched out? Because I swear, I can't believe I've never had. Do I need to max out the armor? Is that what I need to do? Presence and consciousness are one and the same. Oh, you mean... So present and presence are very different things in just by definition. The present is what is happening. The presence is your presence within that, your participation in what is happening, surely. It's the fundamental background, the TV screen on which images of reality get projected, which is a foundation of Stoicism as well. No, they're not. Okay, I think they are. Ah, the Rune Tracer has finally evolved. Right, brilliant. You should get level 50 now and we can be done with this. Philosophy and vampire for survivors. Only the very best at Classic Chunk. You think consciousness is something happening in your brain? I mean, it is, because that's where it happens. My every movement of every part of my body, my face, my hands, my sweat glands, my even my thoughts and my feelings and my desires and my fears are all part of an interconnected network of electromagnetic pulses running through my brain. There is no such thing as conscious and unconscious. That is an illusion. I kind of get what you're saying. Conscious and less conscious to non-conscious. There are no such things. So what happens when you sleep? You are no longer conscious. You are unconscious, because conscious is being ultimately and immediately aware of what's going on around you, so that you know not to react to it, because that's stoicism. I like Christmas presents. Me too. You mean non-aware? I mean, yes, I guess. I have a feeling this might be the type of conversation that would be much better in a face-to-face environment rather than one person speaking and another typing, because this shit is complex. But nevertheless, if you wish to continue, I'm happy to keep talking about it. I wonder why sometimes there's 3 in this level and sometimes 2. Oh, the cooldown reduces when moving. Nice. Hey, that's a great one. When you sleep, you have experience of deep sleep. Yeah, it's complex but interesting. Excuse me. Whoa, I caught the back of my throat. Right, I'm gonna let her kill things for a sec. Consciousness and subconscious. When I drive, I do not consciously go through the motions of driving. That is all rehearsed so much that it is ingrained into my subconscious. Yes, but there is still a part of your brain that is telling you that you need to do this thing, even if you are not consciously aware of it. Less conscious. Yeah, I could see that. But you can't tell me that the states of, if we're going to go for conscious and less conscious, you can't tell me that the state of less conscious, or what I would call as unconscious, would be the same. They're not the same thing. I have a sprout in this hand, and I have a cooked sprout in this hand. They're both sprouts, but they're very different. They've gone through a different process. Does that kind of make sense? Bit of a weak argument, but I know how, like, most things are like stoicism. It's a school of thought is a term that we use to describe it. So what particular school of thought are we discussing here? Did I get up to level 47? 47, right, okay. What I'm telling you is there's no such thing as non-alive. Aliveness is misunderstood. If everything is one, that means there is no entity here talking to itself. His qualities and features are us. But we are different, but humans and all beings and everything around us is so vastly different from one another. So at the very fundamental, let's go from this angle. At the very fundamental basis of everything is on a subatomic level. We are made of atoms and electrons. Everything in the entire universe is, which is why the Big Bang, not the Big Bang, but a Big Bang. Christ, this gets a bit complex. Level 54, we're done. So if we are aspects of one being. No, I think we are made of the same thing, but when you say being, that refers to surely that refers to sentient life, a being, a human being, I don't know, a fucking cat being, I don't know. But I am not you, Torment. You are not me. I am not Valen. Valen is not me. I am not anybody else in this world but me. All is one, all is one. One is all is one. But in terms of how we are in our physical bodies and everything we know and see and touch is formed, yes, we're all made from atoms. But there is no such thing as you. I disagree. There is such a thing as me because I'm here. I'm right here. I'm having this conversation with you. And the fact that we're having this is not an argument, but we're having a debate on the validity of existence, and we are having opposite discussions on what we believe is to be true. Surely that states that we are different. If we were all one, then we would all be having exactly the same thought, would we not? Hey, Red and Wolf, how you doing? You would be doing something else for this time if it wasn't for me. I mean, in this absolute second moment of talking to you about this, correct. But because of... I didn't start playing Vampire Survivors because of you, but then when I think about it, I started playing it today because I watched someone on YouTube do it last night. I watched someone on YouTube do it last night because someone else invented it. Someone else invented it because they had an idea, probably inspired by somebody else. So I do kind of get that, but what we're talking about there is cause and effect. I can affect the life of everything around me by my actions, so therefore we cannot all be one same being. We are all interconnected. I do believe that. I believe that everything we do has an effect on everything and everyone around us, but I don't think that everything in the entire universe is one being. Make revolting look good. How can you not see that one of this is a whole unity? How can you not see that we're all separate? Thank you for the hydrate. Much needed today. Oh, it's my favourite song on the album, this. Right, let me just go back through the chat. I'm going to open up a Buddhist hot dog stand. Make me one with everything. Hey! I'd take one of them. Leave out the concrete and the grit, though. I don't like that. Talking to someone else, inputting other stuff. Me being me is not different from you as being you. Yes, but I am not you. We are both human, but our experiences are very different. Our outlook on life is very different. So how can we be the same? My identity and my ego is an illusion. You are a creation of consciousness. As such, you are limited. To go down that route, I have experienced ego death through hallucinogenics, but when my ego dies, I ceased to exist until I came back. But I had my own experiences in that. Surely the thing that does interest me is the DMT stuff, where people smoke DMT and they all have a very similar experience regardless of whether or not they are connected. You are as limited as your agency as is your heart beating for your identity. You did not cease to exist, your identity ceased. Yeah, I did. I definitely did. It did feel like a state of pureness. And I have a belief that I cling to, which I don't fully believe, which is that when my mortal body perishes, I will return to that state of feeling. What did someone say the other day that I found quite interesting was we are not humans having a spiritual experience, we are spirits having a human experience. And I quite liked that. I did genuinely like that. And I don't know. And I guess that's the ultimate fundamental stance of my viewpoint, which is you've got your opinions on what's going on, as we've just been discussing, and I have mine. I'm not trying to push against your opinions. I just need to understand it better to be able to accept the possibility of it. But ultimately, none of us know anything. We can believe things, but truth is very different from fact. No, it doesn't sound arrogant, but you've just you've just made a very good point. These are not opinions, they are factual first-person experiences. Ha 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 ha. You have had this experience, therefore you believe it to be true. But someone's experience of something can be very different to someone else's experience of something, which is why science deals in facts and not truths. I like to believe there's a spirit inside me that will go on after I die. Not to some heavenly realm or something like that. I have no fucking clue. I like to believe that, but I can't state that as fact because I don't know it. I'm not saying that you are wrong. I'm not saying I am right. I'm saying none of us know. We can have our own ideas on what happens, but none of us know. Thank you, Kurt. I love my no face as well. There is no one having anything. We are always one perfectly knowing what one is doing. You need to come out on the piss with me. Hey, Cleo, my God, we're having a conversation today. I can't be asked to make the bed. I'm not Cleo. Cleo with her perfectly made bed every single time she streams. No, you see, I don't believe in God, so I can't say that when God is blind, God sees. Spending eternity with my relatives is an idea of hell. It's like making love to Valen. People who have not had it think it's amazing. The few who have experienced with Valen would disagree. I wouldn't know. I've never made love to Valen. Not in person, anyway. Yeah, you do literally have the best made bed on Twitch. Even if I make my bed, like actually put an effort in to make my bed. For example, I'm going on a date. There's a possibility I may be bringing someone back. I will make the bed, but it never looks anything as pristine as yours. Jesus, you're militant with that shit. It's not that I don't believe in God, it's I don't understand why I'm even referred to it as God. So if we are all one, then a God is a supreme being. A God is a creator of everything, which means a sentient being. So if we are all that, why the fuck am I sat here? Why are I going playing with stars and planets and shit? What are the qualities to call something God? I mean, Jesus, I don't know. I don't know. Being eternal, infinite, but I'm not eternal or infinite. I will die. And I don't know whether or not anything will happen after that. I'd like to believe something would, but I don't know that something will happen after that. So I can't say for any degree of certainty because belief and fact are different. It is a fact that this is made of paper. It is a belief that there's something will happen after I die. Not the guy playing Vampire Survivors alone. I got to take a piss. Oh, you go piss. I'll go back into the game and maybe we'll just reset a bit. I'm interested in this, Tomen. It is a belief that this is paper. No, I'm pretty sure this is paper. the physical fundamental creation of this is paper. Look, it even says paper on it. It's not going to lie to me, is it? I make joints out of it. Be precise what paper is. Well, it's mushed up tree. And what are trees? Trees come from life. And where does life come from? We don't. Right, anyway, next unlock. Go for your piss. Hey, Joey. Thank you, everyone, for bearing with us while we talked waffled absolute bollocks there for a few minutes. Wow, I've only got 9 left to unlock. Right, Imelda, banish 20 or more weapons in a single run. Don't think I can do that with these. With Keitha, break the seal of the lake. I don't think I've got Keitha. If you've not read it, there's a short story called The Egg that you might like. Now, you see, now we're going down a different path here, Kurt, because if we're talking about God being a sentient being that controls the destinies of all of us... oh, this is making my head hurt. Definition of God is omnipotent... Not me, then. Omniscient and omnipresent, all-seeing, all-knowing, and everywhere. God doesn't control us, God is us. Go pee, go pee. I do love a good philosophical debate, though, it's got to be said. Right, level 50 with this character. Let's go back to the library, because it's by far the easiest level. Oh, I've nearly unlocked all of these as well. This has been a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. I love that that's called Mad Groove. Man, you got Mad Groove. I don't suppose it really matters, does it? The bracelet. If everything is truly infinite, why can't I still smell the fart I did last night? Shots fired. Your move, Christians. That was fucking rancid. I'm so glad that nothing is infinite because I don't want to smell that ever again. This is the last track on this album. We're going to go for something a lot more groovier next, but still, I'm having a day of underground UK metal bands that deserve more love. So we're going to stick with this theme. Also, I don't get DMCA striked on them because most of their output is self-released, or I genuinely have permission from the label owner. Because I used to be in that industry a long time ago. Nice. Oh, I should have got King Bible then. So for those just joining us, apart from the philosophical doodads that we've been talking about, I've had an idea in my head that won't go away. And usually when these ideas won't go away, much like Farmer Hoggett and his intelligent pig, sometimes I just have to act on them. And today I decided to act on it. I've got an idea in my head that at some point I would like to be at least a contender for the world record speedrun of Vampire Survivors. So I am spending today upgrading everything, getting every unlock and secret, and then obviously having a look at how other people do the routes and start, I guess, see what happens. Good question for you, Chen. When I was baptized when I was 1 year old, my parents, but I never raised as a proper Christian. Does that make me Christian because of my parents' choices? No, not at all. You're Christian if you decide to be Christian. I was raised atheist, but became a Christian off my own accord at aged 8 years old, 7 years old. I went to a Church of England school, so of course we were taught that God was real. And had a particularly lonely childhood because I was a fat kid, and there was every week the local vicar would come in to give assembly, and he was a really charismatic, really funny guy. Always looked forward to his assemblies, and chatting to him afterwards, and he was saying, well, why don't you come to the church if you like? If you like what I'm saying here, why don't you come to the church? So I did, and I became a Christian. And I was a Christian until the age of around 14. I'd started to have my doubts until I was in town centre one day, Hull City Centre. I was about 14, and some fella and his wife were just out walking, and the guy just dropped dead in the middle of the street. And the fucking screams of torment and the sorrow and the horror of this woman was experiencing. I was like, there can't be a fucking God with this shit going on. And so I lost my faith. So I was not born a Christian. I chose to become a Christian, but then I chose to not be a Christian either. I think that we are in control of our shit, but that's the only thing we are in control of, our own choices and decisions. Now, there is obviously the argument that there is perhaps our decisions are solely made through our interactions and experiences with others, because they influence our own behaviors. But I don't like to quote The Matrix, I don't like the idea that I am not in control of my own destiny. I do not think everything is predetermined. I think that's in my personal opinion, I think it's a weak cop-out. Everything happens for a reason. I think that's bullshit. I think everything happens because of pure, undiluted chaos. Yeah. Thoughts that work over like that fart from last night. Cleo, you should have smelt it. Next time you're here, I'll blow one in your face just for you. A Christian till the age of reason. Then, meow, Jehovah's Witness in my teenage years. Youch. I've known Jehovah's Witnesses. My cousin married into the Jehovah's Witness church, and then his Jehovah's Witness raised wife genuinely took out a contract to kill him to claim the life insurance. Jehovah's Witnesses are weird. Oh, that person was weird anyway. Perfect, David. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I farted on you. You're hypocritical. Can you see that? You state paper. Yeah, I think it's a bit bit offensive to call me hypocritical, Torment. Calm down with the aggressive language, please. We're having a pleasant debate here. You state paper is paper objectively. No, it's gone through a process to make it paper. It doesn't make it not paper. Just because it was a tree once, it isn't a tree now. It's paper. That's why you follow chaos and death deities. Well, I don't really follow chaos. I just believe that it's the cause of everything, because it's unfathomable to think that every interaction between every single thing and being on the planet is somehow structured. You apply science when it suits you. I mean, I try to apply science in anything, but I'd say this is a difference between fact and truth. We've gone over this already. The fact is that this table is made of wood. Regardless of what it once was, it's made of wood. A truth is what someone believes. Some people believe it's true that God is true, God is real, but there's no fact for that. Your actions scientifically have no freedom whatsoever. Everything is action and reaction. But that doesn't stop this from being a bit of paper, though, does it? The thing is, Tom, it seems to me from this debate that I am trying to see your point of view, but it's not quite coming through to me. You're flat out refusing to see any other point of view other than your own. So there has to be some give and take in a debate, or else we're never going to get anywhere in it, and neither of us are going to go away learning something new. Anyway, change the music. So we're going to go for a Manchester band who I'm a big fan of, who are also doing really well for themselves at the minute. This is a band called Ritual King, and it's very, very, very different from the last thing we just listened to, but it's just good old-fashioned bloody stoner rock. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a bit lost, Cleo, here. You believe you have free will as an identity. Yeah, science gets us facts, beliefs gets us idealism, I guess. But that's just a scientifical mind saying no to science. Well, I guess in that case you're just a spiritual mind saying no to spiritual. I don't understand your point anymore. Okay. Facts are each action has an equal opposite reaction. Yeah, we believe that's a fact. That's Einstein, isn't it? But then even then, that's getting a bit wobbly lately with more shit that we're finding out about physics. Which renders my identity a joke. Aw. It's not very nice. People tell me I'm quite a nice person. I've got a lovely identity. I clearly have no free will. Right, I've timed out Torment for 600 seconds because I had the free will to do that. You're welcome back after 600 seconds, but surely that was an expression of free will because I chose, through my own free will, to time you out for 600 seconds. But I mean, whatever. I know you can't reply to this. I don't know if you still watch it, but whatever, dude. I appreciate that you have this very, very, very strongly held belief. And I ain't gonna get into that. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to fight against that because your belief in what you believe is so ridiculously strong. But you can't tell me that because you believe of your thing means that my beliefs are irrelevant. My beliefs are irrelevant. That is some fucking religious shit to the point of fascism. So if you want to come back and continue the debate with more open mind than what you've displayed so far, I'm happy to do that. But for now, let's play some Vampire Survivors and listen to some Ritual King. What is the egg, Cleo, apart from the thing that I love to bake into frittatas? I don't think Sordid Lies have anything on YouTube Music, do you, Val? Oh, I forgot how much I love this album. I've not listened to it for months. Uh-oh. This is not good. Fire things. Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention to the level, so I'm getting swarmed. Shit. Oh, I should have gone for the health regen. What I need is for everything to zoom around me so I can hopefully get some chicken. Chicken. Come on. Give me some chicken. Oh. I think I might have just picked some up. Yeah, I did. Sweet. Ooh, eggy bread. He made me by pushing them out at an interesting point, but it was still my free will. They're not going to argue it's a reaction to their action, which would be the definition of free will, since you had the choice not to yeet. Yeah, exactly. Could have not yeeted, but I did. Free will. 5. Yeah, the problem with Stoicism is I'd be doing it all myself. There needs to be a country where everyone believes in this stuff. Good luck with that. You need to find a little bubble. You can't debate without listening to the points of view, or you're as bad as Trump supporters. Yeah, kind of. The Egg is amazing. You have to read it. It's about a 5-ish minute read, a fantastic take on a possible theology, and absolutely changed my perspective on how I interact with life. I'm hoping to get that by smoking DMT in a few weeks. Yeah, I know, Biohazard. Reincarnation based, but we are always interacting with ourselves, and we've been every person who ever existed, good and bad. That sounds mind-blowing. Are you trying to say that learning from other people's experiences through either history or talking to them will define and therefore guide our own choices that we make in our own development, whether conscious or subconscious? I get that. I do get that. But I still think that free will is most definitely an element of this, because there's the whole, two identical twins can be raised in very different environments. One can become a philanthropist and one can become a murderer. You can't say that everything is the same, because it isn't. And yes, environment would play a part in that, but at the same time, you still have to make the choice to go out and murder someone. I don't know. Yeah, of course you can link, although only VIPs and mods can, so you can either put it in my Discord, or you can whisper Valen or something and he'll chuck it in for you. Oh, is that a thing? I didn't know that was a command that was allowed. Or is that something I need to set up? Nope. Hey, Danny, how you doing? Good to see you. We've been having quite the philosophical tussle this morning. The egg. Let's have a look. Is this all it is? Like a couple of paragraphs of text? Okay. Allow me to read. What do you mean it's 2:30? Good point. Allow me to read out The Egg by Andy Weir. So this is something Lady Cleo has just suggested based on the philosophical discussion we've just had. I have never read this before. I've never even heard of this. So this is as fresh to me as it is to you. But let's read it out. You were on your way home when you died. It was a car accident. Nothing particularly remarkable, but fatal nonetheless. You left behind a wife and 2 children. It was a painless death. The AMTs tried their best to save you, but to no avail. Your body was so utterly shattered, you were better off. Trust me. And that's when you met me. What happened? You asked. Where am I? You died, I said matter-of-factly. No point mincing words. There was a truck and it was skidding. Yup, I said. I died? Yup, but don't feel bad about it. Everyone dies, I said. Reminds me of death in Discworld. You looked around. There was nothingness. Just you and me. What is this place? You asked. Is this the afterlife? More or less, I said. Are you God? You asked. I replied. I'm God. My kids, my wife, he said. What about them? Will they be all right? That's what I like to see, I said. You just died and your main concern is for your family. That's good stuff right there. You looked at me with fascination. To you, I didn't look like God. I just looked like some man, or possibly a woman, some vague authority figure maybe, more of a grammar school teacher than the Almighty. Don't worry, I said. They'll be fine. Your kids will remember you as perfect in every way. They didn't have time to grow contempt for you. Your wife will cry on the outside, but will secretly be relieved. Ouch. To be fair, your marriage was falling apart. If it's any consolation, she'll feel very guilty for feeling relieved. Oh, he said. So what happens now? Do I go to heaven or hell or something? Neither, I said. You'll be reincarnated. Ah, he said. So the Hindus were right. All religions are right in their own way, I said. Walk with me. He followed along as we strode through the void. Where are we going? Nowhere in particular, I said. It's just nice to walk while we talk. So what's the point then? You asked. When I get reborn, I'll just be a blank slate, right? A baby. So all my experience and everything I did in this life won't matter. Not so, I said. You have within you all the knowledge and experiences of all your past lives. You just don't remember them right now. I stopped walking and took you by the shoulders. Your soul is more magnificent, beautiful, and gigantic than you can possibly imagine. A human mind can only contain a tiny fraction of what you are. It's like sticking your fingers in a glass of water to see if it's hot or cold. You put a tiny part of yourself into the vessel, and when you bring it back out, you've gained all the experiences it had. You've been human for the last 48 years, so you haven't stretched out and felt the rest of your immense consciousness. If we hung out here for long enough, you'd start remembering everything. But there's no point to doing that between each life. How many times have I been reincarnated then? Oh, lots. Lots and lots. And into lots of different lives, I said. This time around, you'll be a Chinese peasant girl in 450 AD. Wait, what? He stammered. You're sending me back in time? Well, I guess technically, time, as you know it, only exists in your universe. Things are different where I come from. Where you come from? He said. Oh, sure, I explained. I come from somewhere else. There are others like me. I know you'll want to know what it's like there, but honestly, you wouldn't understand. Oh, he said, a little let down. But wait. If I get reincarnated to other places in time, I could have interacted with myself at some point. Sure, happens all the time. And with both lives only aware of their own lifespan, you don't even know it's happening. So what's the point of it all? Seriously? I asked. Seriously, you're asking me for the meaning of life. Isn't that a little stereotypical? Well, it's a reasonable question, he persisted. I looked you in the eye. The meaning of life, the reason I made this whole universe, is for you to mature. You mean mankind? You want us to mature? Nope, just you. I made the whole universe for you. With each new life, you grow and mature and become a larger and greater intellect. Just me? What about everyone else? There is no one else, I said. In this universe, there's just you and me. You stared blankly at me. But all the people on Earth? All you. Different incarnations of you. Wait, I'm everyone? Now you're getting it, I said with a congratulatory slap on the back. I'm every human who ever lived, or who will ever live, yes. I'm Abraham Lincoln, and you're John Wilkes Booth too. I'm Hitler, and you're the millions he killed. I'm Jesus, and you're everyone who followed him. He fell silent. Every time you victimize someone, I said, you are victimizing yourself. Every act of kindness you've done to yourself. Every happy and sad moment ever experienced by any human was or will be experienced by you. He thought for a long time. Why? You asked me. Why do all this? Because someday you will be like me. Because that's what you are. You're one of my kind. You're my child. Whoa, he said, incredulous. You mean I'm a god? No, not yet. Euryphetus. You're still growing. Once you've lived every human life throughout all time, you will have grown enough to be born. So the whole universe, you said, it's just an egg, I answered. Now it's time for you to move you on to your next life. And I sent you on your way. Very nice. Very good. Yeah. I should put my big face on, really. I really like the message. I really like the message of it. There's been a whole lot lately through my own experiences with therapy and talking to people where it's like I am currently bereft of self-love. It doesn't matter how many people I have around me that tell me that I am worthy of love and that I am kind and that I am nice and that I'm good. I really struggle to get that into my head because of my previous experiences. I really liked that where it's like every act of kindness you've done to yourself, even by doing it to others. And I love that because I really love being kind to people because I think everyone deserves kindness, but I don't have the same feeling for me. But the idea that me being kind to everyone else is just the same as being kind to myself, I kind of like that. That's a different way of thinking that I've never really thought of before. I am so very, 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 very rarely horrible to other people. But I have been. And those are the times that I can't let go of. But I've also been very kind to a lot of people. And I still try to be very kind to a lot of people. And yeah, maybe I do need to turn that on into myself. Thank you for sharing, Cleo. That was pretty special. I might have to go back and reread that at some point as well. That was cool. That was really nice. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. That was great. More chunk audiobooks. I used to do them a couple of years ago. I did a couple of Roald Dahl books. I did The Twits and George's Marvelous Medicine. George's Marvelous Medicine is actually still on YouTube, I think, unless I hid the video. I might have hid the video because I was reading the book and doing all the voices, but at the same time I was talking to chat, and it didn't really translate very well to a YouTube video. But I started reading the Harry Potter books, and then stopped because J.K. Rowling. But I have had the idea of going back to reading some audiobooks on Twitch, but then there's a copyright issue and stuff like that. I really want to read The Witches. I love reading out Roald Dahl books because the characters are so beautiful and fantastic. But yeah, and again, I do genuinely want to be a voice actor. By the way, I just got my first voice acting job. I've not told anybody that yet, not even Valen. It is. I am. Listen. Don't shout at me, especially Valen. I'm doing it for free because the person who is creating the thing that requires a voice actor is a brand new starter to this world, as am I. They're also my ex-girlfriend, and we are incredibly good friends. She has started, in the last 2 weeks, she started a YouTube channel, which within a few days became monetizable, and she's already got something like over 100,000 views on this channel, over 3 videos. Crazy. But she takes nursery rhymes, researches the history behind them, and then explains the history in an enjoyable way to listen to it, and it seems to have tapped into something. People are absolutely loving it. But she's had an idea to do one about Edgar Allan Poe, who the author of Sherlock Holmes, who went and solved a real life murder after a prisoner who was imprisoned for murder wrote him a letter, or had a series of letter exchanges to explain how he was innocent. And my friend has asked me to be the voice actor for both the prisoner and Edgar Allan Poe reading out the letters on one of her videos. So I've said yes, and I'm really looking forward to that. And hey, it's my first CV tick as a voice actor, so it may lead to something else. I know Valen always says don't do anything for free, but I'm not Valen. You are amazing and deserve to feel the same love and kindness giver. Thank you, Joey. I'm trying. I really am trying. 100% feel you there. Cool. Good. Eats eggs. What did I miss? I really want some eggs now. I've got some downstairs. I'm going to have eggs later. Easily one of the best pieces of writing I've come across for self-reflection. It was a good one. I like how short it was as well. I sometimes get so overwhelmed by these self-help books, and it's like, I can't remember the name of a single one now, but it's just like, my God, these are so thick. Just tell me what I need to know, damn it. But that was short and to the point. I like it. There should be a new genre. Self-help short stories. I consult and perform for good causes all the time. I said I was only joking, dude. I know you wouldn't really have a go at me. You know how much I've wanted to get into that kind of thing. And now we want the link for the YouTube channel, of course. Absolutely. One sec. I will put that in chat right now. Oh, I got a reply from the Teesside chef. Yes, right. Sorry. One of my favorite. One of my favorite. Oh, she's up to nearly 4,000 subscribers now. Fucking brilliant. 3 days ago, she released a video, 31,000 views already. I'm over the moon for her. She's that's such a fucking hard life, bless her. And she's really is one of the nicest, kindest people I've ever known. And it's a real shame that we ended, but we did. But yeah, and just things are really happening for her at the minute, and I'm so fucking pleased for her. But anyway, this is the that's the channel. It should take you to it. The Resurrectionists, it's called. There's currently 4 videos. I know that YouTube demonetized her second video, which has 70,000 views, the bastards, because there was an image of decapitation. Only a painting, like a classical painting. But because of that, they demonetized it. So she has to be careful about what she puts out. But yeah, feel free to subscribe, and you'll hear me at some point, hopefully doing some voice acting for her. History and language, definitely my thing. What are nursery rhymes but a form to use language? I mean, it's I never even once thought about the history of nursery rhymes. I mean, obviously there's fairy tales, you know, like the Grimm's fairy tales have got some pretty dark meanings behind them. I never really thought about fairy tales. Like Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack came down and tumbling round. And Jill came tumbling after, something like that. God, I've not even thought of that. Anyway, yeah, it's a really good idea, and she's clearly tapped into something. And yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon for it. This is the same person I went to York with a couple of days ago to measure up floor plans for an event she's running next month. Which sadly I can't actually attend and be there to help because I've got tickets to see the Dead South in Manchester. I have seen the Dead South before. I am tempted to cancel and go do the event with her, but I'll make my decision closer to the time. The hoops you have to jump through to avoid demonetization on YouTube is ridiculous. You can show death but not suicide, and you can play gory games but not show gory artwork. YouTube's fucking weird. Right, back to the Vampire Survivors. I am going to get all of these unlocks today, I promise. Oh, hang on. Pause. Let's put the groove-laden stoner rock back on. Hell yeah. I'm just gutted I'm not high. It's in the shape of a water, yeah. J2, I told you about this weeks ago. You said you were going to get a ticket. Don't think I've had that one. Get that one. Also, it depends on the person who is modding the video with YouTube. Fair enough. I've looked into the history meaning of colloquialisms and sayings before now with cultural differences, so nursery rhymes make sense to me. One of my most fascinated colloquialisms, which was when I was with Lottie, who is from the northeast of England, we were somewhere getting an ice cream, like, you know, like a Mr. Whippy from a machine, you know. And he was like, the family was like, "Do you want monkey blood?" What? Do you want monkey blood on your ice cream? I was like, not especially. What the fuck's monkey blood? So they call like strawberry sauce, strawberry syrupy stuff, monkey blood. Go look into the history of it. Go find out why. People in the Geordies and people in the northeast call strawberry syrup monkey blood. It's fucked up. That's why everyone starts saying unaliving. What can I say? It was sad that your free will, in which you vehemently believe, was definitely not conditioned by me pissing you off. It really was free, wasn't it? Oh, you did, man. You called me a joke. I didn't like that. I don't like to think that I'm a joke. When I say you, I mean all of us. I think, in my opinion, Tommy, I'd like to draw a line under this conversation because I think we've gone as far as we're going to get with it. I would like to say that I think that you are so firm in your beliefs that you will not undertake any questioning against it. It reeks of like you know, born again Christians. I'm not. I don't think in any way that you're a bad person or anything like that. I think that you've been, in my opinion, that you've been blinded by your beliefs, but you have been led to your beliefs through all of your own life experiences, as have I, and that's why our beliefs are different, and that's why you and I are not the same. An identity believing as free agency and conditions of the job. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll draw a line under it there. We may come back to that another time. I'd much rather do it actual voice to voice, so that we can debate in real time rather than me speaking at a good 20 words a second, and you only being able to type at a much lesser rate than that, so you can't fully put your point across, including body language, tone of voice, etc., etc. But I appreciate you agreeing. We'll stop that there. 20 words a second, my good day. What is it? Beardy Dan called me a puppy. And I get it, yeah. I am very puppy-like. Bit big for a puppy. Like a St. Bernard puppy, maybe. Don't think I've ever met a St. Bernard puppy. Can you imagine the cuteness? Golden Retriever energy, yeah. Yeah, if you've ever met Genre's dog, Maple, that's like me when I get excited. You see, in some days, I embrace and love my ADHD and my neurodiversity because it makes me have days like this where I feel great. And I feel like I can really articulate what's going on in my mind and I can understand everything. But it's when it goes too fast. When it goes too fast, it fucking cripples me. I resonated with parts of what was said. Maybe that was a better way of putting across the message than you did. Maybe so. Maybe so. I don't believe that there is. I don't believe that what happened in that story was what happens. I believe that the metaphor behind it is a good metaphor for how to live your life. There's a big difference. Oh, Maple, there she is. Beautiful. She's probably not going to be at this engagement party on Friday, which is a real shame because that's the only reason I'm going. I'm joking, Genre. I don't know if you're working from home again today or if you got your car fixed, but I am looking forward to Saturday. It's going to be fun. Oh, I just can't let it go, can I? Okay, I've got something else to say, Tom. I'm a bastard for that. Okay, so when I have been under the influence of strong hallucinogenics, I have suffered ego death, and I have felt completely at one with every single thing in the universe. So I'm not completely discounting what you say, which was why I continued to debate for so long. However, I came back down to earth with a bump, and I would like to believe, as I mentioned earlier, I would like to believe that upon death, my energy that creates the electricity in my brain will return to that state for an eternity. And like the people that I was with when I was on these hallucinogenics, I had an extraordinary amount of love and kinship for, because they were in the same position as me. So they understood what I was going through, and the fact that I liked them as people enhanced my experience of my ego death and my hallucinogenic journey. But I have to keep in my mind that to get to that experience of hallucinogenic euphoria, shall we call it, I had to take a substance. I had to take either psilocybin or LSD in order to reach that point. And when that effect on my brain wore off, I returned to what I define right now here as reality. Now, of course, reality is perception. Reality is different for every single person on the planet. But we do have a shared sense of reality as human beings, which is why we all go to the shop and we like sex. And, well, say we, that's a big generalization. Not everyone goes to the shop, not everyone likes sex, but I tell you what, there's a lot of people that do for enough to make it a societal norm. And so I have to come to terms with my belief of a euphoric end-of-life experience with my factual knowledge that I only experienced that by taking a drug. Don't shoot the piano. Why not? Holy shit! No, it's not. It's just a. It's just a thing. No, yeah, I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my own destiny. If I wanted to go out and punch a kitten, I'd go out and punch a kitten. I don't want to, so I don't. And then it's like, I guess that goes into the realm of determinism, doesn't it? Which is like, you do what you do because of every single experience you've ever had. So you can argue against that and say with free will, yeah, I'll go out and punch a kitten, but then I would never do that because of my experiences of life. So my determined experiences of life, my determinism states that I won't do that. I'm well over level 50. Why am I still in this level? I had a sense there was a bit of a violent agreement going on, but I also missed the start of the convo. I only timed Torment out to try and prove a point. But yeah, because there's a piano, I used to play the piano when I was a younger man. I moved out of my mum's house when I was 18 and then stopped playing the piano, but I was quite good at one point. I could probably still throw out some basic chords. When an identity feels like anything at all is caused by something else outside of it, feels offended. If it feels like anything at all is caused by something else, There's nothing wrong with a substance causing you to awaken to your true nature. Agreed. It's like I said, it's marrying that in my brain where it is the substance that's made me feel that way, and I can't feel that way without that substance. So I don't know what's true. It is the substance, though. I'm not going to show this on Twitch because I don't know if it will be allowed or not. But behind my hand, I have a bar of psilocybin chocolate, which was gifted to me by a friend very recently. And I'm going to eat this at some point, not on stream, but if I were to eat this right now, it would definitely be the substance that would turn me into a cosmic being. I can't just will myself into a cosmic being right now. Anyway, we're done with this level. Hang on. Identities feel like if it doesn't say it, it's not true. It is not the substance. It's your identity coming in contact with a substance which is not separate to yourself. Yeah, okay, I understand what you mean, because your belief is that everything is one. No, I get that, I get that. I'm not going to argue against that anymore, because I believe that we are all made of stardust. There's no denying that. Who the hell's Arco? Have I missed someone? Oh no, Arca, not Arco, sorry. If you're serious about microdosing, Cleo, come for another visit. I need someone to trip with. Psilocybin will permanently change your ideologies and beliefs as a person. It can enhance your perspectives, but if your conditioning is too instilled, you still need more foundation. Is that not Buddhism? The whole idea of reaching nirvana without the aid of intoxicants or chemicals or anything like that, or mind-altering substances. It's like the idea that through extreme meditation you can reach those states. I can't argue against that because I've never experienced it, and I know people that have they claim to have experienced it. I think that my current mind, I love the idea of Buddhism, I love the idea of Buddhism, but my current mind is far too mixed up and crowded and loud and messy for me to be able to reach that without any sort of help along the way. Ugh. Many religions and belief systems, some are closer to truth, and others are farther. Is that word again? Truth. Truth is an individual thing. I'm glad to hear that, dude. I am very glad to. I think that was one of the opening things you came into this conversation with. That is the clear statement of truth. But surely, from everything we've just talked about, do you not accept that truth is an individual experience as opposed to fact, which is a group experience? Does that make sense? We would both agree that the sun is hot. That's fact. God, it's fucking hot here today. But we have a difference in our beliefs in truth. Taoism, Taoism. I've dipped my toe in, but I struggle to. What am I trying to say here? I'm trying to articulate what I'm trying to say. Me as an individual, as a person, don't get started, Tommen. Me as an individual, I struggle to understand and accept new ways of life without guidance. It's very rare for me to come to a conclusion on my own, or to begin a new branch of belief on my own, and I need to experience it to believe it. Torment has experienced this, so he believes it. I haven't, so I don't. A lot of these discussions have been down to semantics. Yes, I became a Buddhist through my experience in a Buddhist country. Nobody could have talked me into it. Hell yes. I mean, if I moved to Thailand, I'd probably become Buddhist as well. I love the idea of Buddhism, being at complete peace with yourself and everything around you, losing the ego, losing the materialist desires. Because all I've had through materialism is fucking misery. So I'd love the idea of losing that, but it's deeply instilled into me and into everybody around me. And if no one else is even beginning to try and challenge or think about it, I can't do it. I don't have the brain that can step out and do it on my own. At least I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm just being self-deprecating again. I class myself as an eclectic pagan. You would get on so much well with my mum. My goal is not to be a dick and help other people not to be a dick. Mwah! There's a fucking philosophy. I don't think I'm ready to lose myself just yet, Torment, because what I've been through in the last couple of years, myself is all I really have left, even though I don't particularly care for it. It's peaceful in the end for the most part. Yeah, maybe I just don't want to do the work. There's too much shit going on, I don't want to add to it. Yeah. Amen to that. I think I need to be in a better place physically, and I don't mean that as in I need to like lose weight or anything. I think Hull isn't a good place for me. There's too much here. There's too much of the past here. I was truly happiest in my life when I lived in Manchester, which is why it is my goal to return there. There's just so much more opportunities to meet people with a similar outlook to myself or similar goals and desires. There's not a huge amount of hope left in Hull. Or again, maybe that's just my own internal projection and I have linked that to the place where I was raised. I don't know. But I know that I was happier in Manchester, so that's where I want to return. Darlington. I've got a drunken story about Darlington. Went out in Durham with Lottie and some friends, some of her friends, who then became my friends, sort of. And then she fell out with them. Anyway, doesn't matter. I got too drunk too quick. What a shock. We went to a craft ale bar and I was knocking back tins of Imperial Stout like it was water. And I got fucking smashed really quick. And I was like, you know what? I want to go home. And Lottie was like, well, yeah, I don't. I was like, not a problem. Not a problem at all. You stay out and enjoy yourself, love. I'll get the bus home. We'd only just moved. Oh, no, hang on. No, we hadn't even moved to Durham. This was before we'd moved to Durham. This is when we were up there visiting her parents. And I got on the bus, which Lottie told me to go to the bus stop and get on a certain bus. By the time I got to the bus stop, I was absolutely leathered and I forgot which bus she told me to get on. So I saw a couple of metalheads in the bus stop and I was like, oh, there's my people. I can go talk to them. I was like, excuse guys, I'm trying to get to this place. It was called Durham Gate or Spennymoor. And I was like, which bus do I need to get? And they said, that one. I was like, oh, nice. So I stumbled onto the bus and paid me fare, and it was completely the wrong bus, and I ended up in Darlington. So the bus pulled up and was like, end of the line, and I'm sat on the bus, and I was like, I do not recognise this area at all. I was following the bus route on my bloody Google Maps, and I was like, oh, we're getting close, oh, we're going away, and it's like, you know what, that's fine, we're going to go away, and I'm sure it's just like a bus route, it's going to loop back around after it's been to whatever fucking village it's going to, but it didn't. So I drunkenly had to call my fucking then father-in-law to be like, could you come and get me, please? I'm in Darlington. It was like, I was in the middle of Darlington at around 11 o'clock on a Saturday night, and there was fights breaking out everywhere. There was awful karaoke being blasted out of this one bar, and everyone's getting into scraps, and there's girls just, like, you know, pissing in the street, which is fine. I don't have any issue with that, to be honest, but it's just a bit of like a sensory overload, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Anyway, that's my experience of Darlington. These are complex subjects which will arise in due time to everyone, I think. Yes, so if you are open to the idea of having it projected upon you, I know plenty of people out there, if you had just started this sort of discussion and debate with them, they would have just shut you down instantly and told you to fuck off and called you a hippie. I'm not like that. I am open to the knowledge that nothing I know is truth, because it changes all the time, depending on my experiences and my perception. So I don't know if these subjects will arise for everyone, but I think those of us that have the capacity for rational debate, thought, and etc. will have these questions with ourselves at some times. Let it rest for now. I am done, to everyone's delight. You know what? I've genuinely enjoyed that conversation, Torment. I really have. It has made me think of different things. None of them have cemented themselves as a belief system in my brain as of yet, but sometimes planting seeds can lead to it. I can get not wanting to be where you grew up, not sure I want to live in my childhood area again. I think I have too much bad history here. Just trying to think how much I'm willing to share. I do have a lot of bad history. I've got a lot of good history here, don't get me wrong, but I've got a lot of bad history here. Here's where I was severely bullied, not just at school, but all the way through my 20s as well. Here is where I became an alcoholic. Here is where I became a drug addict. I took all that with me to Manchester to try and start a new life, and eventually it caught up with me, and everything fell apart. My entire life fell apart because I wasn't dealing with my problems, I was pouring substances on them. So when everything finally did absolutely fall apart and I lost everything that was important to me in my life, I ended up back here in Hull. And it's the same faces and the same places and the same temptations, and I'm just... I like elements of being here. I love being close to my family. I am very, very close to my mum and my brother. My dad's only down the road, but still not as close to my dad as I am to my mum and my brother. And I've got some really good friends here, some absolute fucking world-beating friends here, but there's also a lot of hurt here as well. And I think it would be better for me not to be here, to be either in Manchester or somewhere else. But Manchester's got a lot going on in terms of the creative arts. And I do want to be an actor. I do want to be a voice actor. That is a long-term goal of mine and has been since I was like 14. But unfortunately, I got it bullied out of me, so I never really did anything about it. We'll see. We will see where it goes. Just have to get caught in depression, not addiction. Well, I had addiction to fight the depression, and then everything just became one big horrible globule of snot. Losing drugs is losing a loved one. Yeah, it's a fucking hard thing to let go of, man. You didn't sound arrogant, Torment. You sounded like someone who has found their purpose and believes that their purpose is therefore the purpose of everybody else, when it isn't. I once had a colleague who was a born-again Christian we would have these debates, not about the truth of reality, but about their belief system and how I didn't share that belief system, although I did once upon a time. And we would never get anywhere because they were so... Because they were ex-heroin addicts, and they got off heroin and discovered God. And so because they got off heroin and discovered God and then got a family and everything, that was the answer to everybody's problems. Not just theirs, everybody's. And so everybody had to know that what they were doing was wrong, and the only truth, the only true belief was Jesus. You got to be really careful. You discovered God way before doing drugs. See, I discovered and lost him in the space of 10 years. God is a drug. Snot was the right word. Now, this is a dangerous trap that I'm falling into now. This is something unrelated to things we've said today. Well, mildly unrelated. Is that I feel really fucking good today. I feel really good. I feel so alive and happy and just generally amazing. So, I want to go out and get drunk. Because I associate going out and getting drunk with good times. Especially in this weather. Beautiful sunshine, cold beer, good friends, you know, but it ends badly. It always ends badly. For me, not for anyone else, for me, because of my mental issues and my guilt surrounding drink and drugs. So I have to stay in and play computer games when all I really want to do is go out there, listen to some fucking great music like now. But I'm not going to. If that is your thought process, I would argue returning to Mank has its own ghosts of the past. It would be worth looking further afield, like Bristol. Never been to Bristol. I do associate my extremes with going out and getting drunk. Absolutely, you know me. You know that more than anyone else. God being all loving and all including opened my mind to drugs, which was an experience I know for a fact I'm not going to repeat. Yeah, so if God will forgive me, I can get high. I like to think that, to summarise, I like to think that I'm always open to hearing different schools of thought when it comes to existence, a reason. I kind of like the idea, like, you know, we don't need a reason, we just are. But humans really struggle with that. Myself as well, you know, I really struggle with not having a reason. I don't know what a reason is. Is there a reason? I know I enjoy things. I enjoy getting high and drunk. I don't do it because I hate it. I can't handle the aftermath of it. And I never have been able to, which is why whenever I used to get up, I'd just get drunk again. No, I've never been to Bristol. I never thought of it as a place that was particularly progressive, to be honest. But the thing with Manchester is, it's not injecting myself in a completely new city. Where if I were to inject myself into a completely new city, like for example Durham, the only way to meet people is to go out, and the only thing people ever seem to want to do is get drunk. Like, I don't want to be the guy that just walks up to some hippies in a park and says, "Hi, can I be your friend?" Because like that's just, I don't know, I just find that behaviour a little bit strange. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this is the thing I should be doing. Sorry, I'm not sorry that we don't understand each other. I think it's an opportunity to learn. And great Greek geek place. You said Greek. I love Greek food. I was like, oh, Greek places, right? I'm going. Board game cafe and such, nice. There's a Hindu story about a god who wants to curse someone in the worst way possible. Know what he did? He granted him eternal life. Yeah, I like the idea of eternal life because I'm so unsure about what happens after death. I know there's a whole thing, well, if there's nothing there, then you've got naught to fear because there's nothing there, and life has hardly been a cakewalk, but I've certainly got it better than some. Planescape Torment. I have heard of that game. But I've never played it. I remember story time, long time ago, trigger warning for suicidal ideation. But when I was a very young lad, I think I was like 17, maybe 18. I'd just moved out of my mum's place and I'd moved into my own little flat. And I got a little part-time job at a local frozen food store called Farm Foods. And the manager was a lady who had an elderly father who was at the end of his life. He was, you know, coming to the end of his life. He could still get around, he could still communicate, but there was absolutely no denying the end was coming. He was a widower. He'd lost his wife. Also, his kids had all grown up. And he would come in to the shop sometimes and sit in the back to get some company. And he'd sit there and he'd talk about how he wanted to die. And he was like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired with life. I can't do it anymore. And yeah, the idea, at the minute, I like the idea of living forever because, quite frankly, because although I laugh about being old, I am still relatively young. I've got a lot left in me. I've got a lot more to do and to see and to experience. But maybe that view will change towards the end of life. Even though there's no definitive proof that anything will happen after the end of life. Maybe you're just so fucking tired. You just had enough. Who has forgotten his name and identity. Nice. A quote from that game, the last line dialogue is, "Time is not your enemy, forever is." It's only forever, not long at all. No one could blame you. Sorry, it doesn't go with the Ritual King, does it? Level 39. I would like to ask you your opinion on something, Torment, because it's something that I often think about, and given that we do have different ideas of things, maybe you could give me a different way of thinking. That is this. Why, with all of our technology and all of our ability to gaze into the cosmos, are we the only life that we've ever found? Is it just a case of looking in the wrong places, or is it a case of we are utterly alone? There's just something about this particular rock in the infinity of space which has managed to foster not just life, but sentient life. Also, question open to the rest of chat. If anyone wants to pitch in with their own ideas and opinions as well, I'd welcome it. Ah, yes. The idea that they're already gone, or they're hiding. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Oh, I do love rock music. Hey, Alex, how you doing? But I mean, we've got points now where we're looking back into the very dawn of the universe's existence. Like, surely we would have seen something or got some sort of signal from something. But then the Fermi paradox is an excellent point. There comes a time in every life evolution series where the species will destroy itself. Look at us. You know, we're minutes at any point away from nuclear annihilation, and then even if that, we might all just boil to death because we fucked up the planet. Maybe this is what happens. But why are there no remnants of these civilizations out there? Why don't we see structures out there? It's also a big possibility, Torment. Hey, level 50. No. Oh! Okay. Oh, that's the old dude. He's crap. Okay, this might be a little bit more difficult then. Let's get doubled healing if we can. Which one was doubled healing? I really need to learn this, don't I? There you go. I've only got one more to find. Interesting. Okay. No, I get it. I think surely can't be used unless you and me understand the science behind where they look and what scientists actually do. Excellent point, sir. No worries, Joey. I'm sorry we didn't interact all that much today. Hope you've had a lovely day. Good to see you. Are you going to be streaming anytime soon? Because I'd love to sit and chill with you. Nice. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that we're going to go shake hands with little green men, but it'd be nice to know that they're out there. Aiming for this weekend. Sweet! I hope to catch you, my dude. Go and do the thing. Have a lovely day. Yeah, maybe they took one look at us and were like, nah, fuck that. And you never see a dolphin at a Coldplay gig. Proof that they're smarter than us. Oh, I like Coldplay. Be nice. I like Nickelback as well. So much hate for those guys, poor bastards. Although I did see an interview once where it was Chris Martin was apparently talking to Bono from U2 and was saying basically it's nice. It's the best thing ever when you're a musician and everyone hates you because you're free to do anything you want because everyone's going to hate it anyway. Yeah, their first album, Parachutes. I used to listen to that a lot when I was younger. You secret Nickelback in U2 too, you see? I'm not the biggest fan of U2. They have got like their greatest hits is good. Like With or Without You, Streets Have No Name. Basically, the Joshua Tree is a good album. And they've got a few other like little one-offs that I like here and there. Like My Love, She Froze Me Like a Rubber Ball. Oh, the sweetest thing. It's a nice song. But no, don't ever be ashamed of liking music, regardless of what it is. Don't let anyone ever tell you that your musical taste is shit. 'Cause if it brings you joy, it's good. The only thing that I class as a guilty pleasure is when you listen to something that you probably shouldn't because the person that made it's a dick. See Pantera, Michael Jackson, etc. You like it because it's good music, but you shouldn't like it because the person that made it's a piece of shit. Oh, that's the end of Ritual King. All right, let's stick something else on. What are we thinking? Well, this is what I'm thinking anyway, so you're listening to it. Another Manchester band who I'm enormously a big fan of, Barbarian Hermit. Got some fantastic memories of seeing these guys. Usually at Rebellion in Manchester. Great little bar. Boom, 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 boom. time is it anyway? 3:30. Feels like later. It's possible MJ might be innocent. There's a large monetary incentive for the accusers to lie 50-50. I'd agree. He was, cleared twice in a court of law. No one will ever know. And I know there's a documentary out there which is very damning, but every documentary has its purpose. Every documentary has a message it wants to tell, and therefore the things will be biased against or for whatever it is they're trying to say. No one will ever know. So, okay. And we're all going to die anyway. Do I believe a speech exists in other planets? Absolutely. I'd be disappointed. Yeah, same. Yeah, I'd be disappointed if it wasn't the case. I just kind of want some proof. A very good friend with MJ and adamant that he was innocent. Macaulay Culkin was also quite a stand-up thing of he's innocent. Don't know. Like, I would never accuse anybody of a heinous act in order to get them rich, but plenty of people out there would. I just don't know, man. The worst people are most manipulative, 100%. He thinks MJ was an eccentric that got taken advantage of. He was certainly a weirdo, in the nicest possible sense. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a difficult discussion. But like, his message was always all about like world peace and feeding everyone and just everyone being nice to each other and then he does shit like that. But then he had a really abusive childhood, and what happens to us in childhood fucks us up. So maybe there was a dark side to him that he didn't even see as wrong because of his really fucked up upbringing. I don't know. No one ever will. Billie Jean's a fucking hit. That's a good thing, Tom, and I like that. There's something you won't get proof of something all the while it's still true. I do like that. Belief and truth. Belief and fact. Very different. I doubt people lied not to get money. What is something you kind of argue is that he admitted sleeping with children. I mean, I've slept many times in the same bed as my brother, but I've never bummed him. But I know what you mean. The condemning documentary apparently could not stand up to scrutiny. I've not seen it, but maybe I should. There is, however, a very interesting documentary series on Netflix about the psychology of Freddie Mercury and MJ. The MJ one really highlights his instabilities and certainly seems to approach it from a reasonably neutral point of view. Nice. What's the documentary on Netflix? I mean, you know how I feel about Freddie Mercury, so I like to indulge in everything Freddie Mercury related. Oh, chest. Good point, Cleo. I've shared bed with my brother. It doesn't make me incestuous. Well, it's probably breathed in a huge amount of my fart matter through the years. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've shared a bed with Megan number 14, but we've never diddled. Your brother was the same age as me. He's a bit older. I don't think the age is relevant. I think what the point we're trying to make is that you can share a bed with someone without, you know, sexual activity. Sometimes sleeping is just, you just need to share a bed, like at a festival or sharing a hotel or something. I don't fucking know. But if that man, and I'm not trying to stand up for Michael Jackson here, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, but if that man is also what's the PC term for it, mentally undeveloped, a very childlike nature, then hey, good one, doggo. That's okay, mate. You don't have to have sex if she brings you pad thai. That's a fair trade, is that? Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. The ghostly stare, 1,000 yards high. Follow you around like rubies. Nice. Is sleeping in the same bed with 12-year-old boys unusual? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it sinister? Maybe. But, like I said, evidence was presented to 2 different juries, and both times found innocent. I don't think that any of us can say with any degree of certainty what did or did not happen. Oh, I'm over low 50. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, complete the collection. I unlocked Sigma, a new character. Fuck yeah. I say he was into it, at least he gained pleasure from it and had fantasy in his head. Dude, you weren't there. You can't know that. It is an opinion. Okay, fair enough. At least you backed it up by saying it's your opinion. He admit. Oh, sorry, I missed Cleo's. One sec. An action can happen. It doesn't mean a specific reaction will happen as a result of that. If someone inappropriately touches a child, that's one thing. Sharing a bed with a child is entirely different. We do live in a society where, personally, I would never make the choice to sleep in the same bed as a child because I wouldn't want this shit to go fucking surrounding me either. It'll be a case of, well, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that because I don't want people to think that I've slept with a kid. So in that sense, yes, it's deeply unusual and probably shouldn't have happened. But when you're a multi-millionaire child, which Michael Jackson, was, I'm not trying to defend him, but I'm also not trying to damn him. I don't know. But as the document pointed out, he was always brought up made to believe that he was better than everyone else and had crippling insecurities because of it. Not saying he did or did not do anything, but his actions certainly portrayed that he thought that normal societal rules did not apply to him. Sleeping in the same bed as strangers' children, even as an innocent thing, is not socially acceptable, and Michael Jackson just didn't see how that applied to him. Now, I get that. I'm with Doggo Duck on this one. I wouldn't employ him as a babysitter. What I hate about the leftist party, there's a leftist party, is precisely using rhetorics like this in practical society affairs, letting all common sense up in the air. I mean, I get what you mean. Common sense dictates that you would never find me in that position. But should someone be condemned for their lack of common sense? Answers on a postcard. Defeat 100,000 enemies on a single run with Queen Sigma. That's a new one. Bloody hell. With Keitha, break the seal of the lake. Who's Keitha? Have I got you yet, Keitha? I do. The seal of the lake. Where's there a lake? Oh, Lake Foscari, there you go. There's a DLC. I don't think I've seen this one before. I might have done, I'm not sure. Not condemned without proof, which have common sense as in doubting his innocence when clear suspicions like that occur. If it was someone who I knew to have common sense who had done it, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? But just look at Michael Jackson. That guy didn't have common sense. Like Valen said, he was ruined by fame and his upbringing and everything else. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm just saying I don't know if he did. Oh god, he's fast. Right, so where's this lake? There's no lake here. There's a path up outwards, so maybe it's up there. Right, so I'm gonna head right and then through the bushes. Nobody is guilty of anything really, but we already closed that subject. Right, okay, cool. Give me your credit card number, dude. If I can't be guilty of fraud, I'll empty your bank account. But here we go again, Torment, though. But two people can study the same bit of information and draw very different conclusions from it. Aha, there's a lake. Down. If that is in the absolute, then the issue is that we're not dealing with absolutes here. What is the curse? Maybe I need to be leveled up before I try and attack this, actually. Obviously, humans cannot see truth. You're human, aren't you? You see it. He also had lots of asexual traits, especially towards the end of his career life. He saw himself as a saviour. Yes, absolutely. Remember getting mooned by lead singer of Pulp, whose name instantly escapes me. Come on, Chung. Jarvis Cocker. Fucking hell. Pickled my brain with weed. He valued innocence as an argument given a view of himself. He would see himself as a great protector, be disgusted at the mere concept of deifying that innocence. It's an argument that none of us could verify. Ah, you see, this is why specifics of language, as Cleo said, Torment, semantics are very important because things can be massively misinterpreted, especially in text form. But this has been good. I hope everyone's learned something today. I certainly have. Burn the Farthia. The hell is that? Oh, I need the upgraded arrow to shoot it. That's why this character is required. Right, okay, we can do that. Yeah, I'm definitely on the fence. When I'm DJing, I don't put Michael Jackson on, put it that way. I am aware of how people could get very upset by that kind of thing. But if I'm sat on my own and I want to listen to a bit of MJ, it's going on. I'm deeply fearful and ignorant. I'm a complete believer in that. I'll admit it, totally. I fear a lot of things, and I'm ignorant of a lot of things. I need the luck, don't I? Oh, there's a luck thing over here. Right, go get that. I'm quite fast anyway. It makes me happy to selfishly think we won't ever care to. I mean, even if... Yeah. I really shouldn't listen to Down or Pantera, because Phil Anselmo's a white supremacist, but I fucking love the music, so I can't turn that shit off. Oh, it's all the way to the other side of the fucking map. See if I can get one through level up. Come on, give me a clover. Bastard. Sincere. I burn the fire for you. God, I love that song. I love them as friends. From what I've seen, I don't think I would get on with Phil Anselmo. Oh shit, I picked up the right. I have to go and get it now because I picked up the wrong bloody thing. Knobhead. So, how do I get... How do I get to there? I can go up across and get the bracer. I'm just glad this character's really fast. And then eastbound and down. As you've now going west or whatever. I think it's a very necessary thing to survive in this world is to separate artists from the art. Not always the easiest thing to do, granted. Also depends on the quality of the art as well. Hey, Mr. Trilby, how's it going? We're listening to nasty music today. Right, now evolve everything and then go and break the curse, apparently. You, die, give me a chest. Thank you. I was hoping for a triple. We could love someone and have compassion for their ignorance, but I rarely join. Yeah, you know what? I have a couple of people in my life that I do love, even though I really shouldn't. Maybe because I can understand the journey that's led them to where they are, and so there is a sense of pity in there, and it's like, you know what? Yeah, you've got some attitudes that I really don't like, but I also completely understand how you've reached this point in your life where you behave and feel like that, and you're not deep down you're not a bad person, but you can just be a pain in the fucking ass sometimes. Yeah, I've got friends like that. Hey, Cubix, how you doing? I've decided I'm going to have a bash at becoming a world champion speedrunner of this, so I'm just unlocking everything so that I've got all the tools available at my arsenal. Because I was watching some guy do it last night, and he had like weapons and characters I've never seen before, and I was like, bloody hell, I really need to revisit that game and spend some time unlocking shit. Ah, good stuff. Well, I appreciate you spending your time here with me. Oh, chest, nice. There is no bad side to love unless your ego losing because of it. Yeah, I guess so. Love is a great feeling, but it can also lead to quite a painful feeling. So I approach love with extreme caution. Not the way I love, like I have unconditional love, like for my brother, for my mum. But when it comes to like loving in terms of like a partner, I am very, very defensive. I've let someone in 3 times. 3 times it's ended fucking horribly. And it's like, yeah, I don't really want to do that anymore. I just had a fantastic shower. It's too bloody warm now. Warm shower, and now nomming on fruit because I do need to eat, especially in this weather. Absolutely. I have friends every time they message, I go, oh god, what now? But I guess they know I could take grief dumping. Yeah. Trauma dumping's a real thing. I used to let people just do it. Now I have a new rule in place, and people that would trauma dump on me know this. And it's like, are you in a position to be able to listen to me have a rant? And 9 times out of 10, I'll say yeah. Sometimes I'll just say I'm really not sorry. Although I always find I do feel a bit more lighter inside when I've helped somebody else as opposed to saying no to them. But sometimes I just can't hack it. And that's fine. It's a fine thing as well. You can't be there for everyone at all the times. And you can't fix everything or everyone. It's a painful lesson to learn. The second was one out of attachment. I do not love my respect for them. Fair enough. Funny you're more selfless with the second one. I mean, love is hard. You have to work at it. Actually, no, I disagree. Love never went away. I still love all my exes. I really do. But people change. And people can sometimes, even with love isn't enough. The idea that love is enough to see everyone for everything is a fallacy. It's a great bonding tool, but if people change fundamentally over time and grow in different directions, love won't be enough to save what they have. But not having someone to love is just as damaging sometimes as loving someone. Come on, man. I need that evolve. Sounds good. I explode when damaged. Nice. I still respect them as human beings. Now I don't even crave relationships nor sex. Well, look at you. I do. I love them in my heart, the first one, and I know she has me there as well. It's just we started to get dysfunctional. I can relate to that. I love the person my exes were at the time that I love them. They are different people now, just as I'm a different person. Yeah, do we love them or do we love the memories of them? It's difficult, and the human mind is deeply complex, and so it can be different for each person as well. I would like a partner again. I would like someone to love, but maybe not on such a full-time basis as I had with like living with my last one. Christ, I've got such the wrong way. Part-time partner is what I want. So someone, this is actually almost word for word on my dating profile as well. I'm looking for someone who will love me, be affectionate with me. I can do the same for them. I can cook for them. We can watch movies. We can go on dates. We can do the sexy time. And then after a couple of nights, we can high five and go back to our own lives and see each other again in a fortnight. That's the kind of thing that I'm looking for at the minute, the part-time partner. But I am a practicer of ethical non-monogamy, polyamory. So I don't even need just one particular partner, but unfortunately that is a subculture of society which isn't really well understood. And so most people, when you say you're like polyamorous and you don't just want one partner, or if you've got one partner, you wouldn't want to specifically be tied to that partner, they'll be like, "Fuck, I'm not doing that. That's disgusting, you cheating bastard." It's like, no, it's not cheating because everyone's informed and everyone consents, but people just don't get it. Love is a selfish thing. I don't think we can help it sometimes. Yeah, I guess it is selfish. I want to feel loved. I think everyone wants to feel loved and desired and cared for. My last poly partner, I had a really amazing relationship with her. She was so nice and kind, and we had lovely times together, and we helped each other through shit, and it was just really good. It was just unfortunate that her and her husband decided that the polyamory life wasn't for there anymore, so we had to end. The really sad thing about that is because we loved each other. We did fall for each other quite badly, and so in order for her to get over me, she's had to completely cut me out of her life, so I have no contact with her anymore. That's fucking sad. But it is what it is. This is what you kind of sign up for as a possibility when you enter into a polyamorous relationship or indeed state of mind. The past is never the way you remember it. The future never turns out the way you expect. Might as well live in the now. I'm listening to Barbarian Herbert and playing Vampire Survivors and discussing philosophy with you wonderful people. I'm living in the now. The past changes every time you remember it. This is why I don't like CCTV. I'm glad that I was a teenager when there was everyone wasn't carrying a video camera in their pocket. I got into some stupid fucking shit that I don't want to be reminded of. Time is a measurement of change, but it is man-made. You say time is non-existent. I'm going to challenge you on this one, so I agree to a point, because as Mr. Truby said as well, time is a measurement of change. If you have an appointment, I don't know what you do for a living, I don't know if you have any health issues, but if you have an appointment at a doctor's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday, and you turn up Friday morning at 10 a.m. and say, "I'm sorry, time doesn't exist," what do you think the receptionist is going to tell you? It's one thing to have these fundamental beliefs, but they're not always practical within the realm of human existence. It happens. Well, in that case, I suppose time is flexible, dependent on the observer of time. Yeah? Does that make sense? Science understand what it is, if I recall. Some think it might be a dimension, much the same as height, width, length, etc. Yeah, I have heard that. They're on about they've found they believe they've found a fifth force of nature or some shit. They're testing it now to make sure that it's absolute, but they say they're on the brink. And I think it might be time. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I need to go revisit the article I read. There's something going on in the science world. Well, there's a fucking lot going on in the science world. Oh, I've got some chests over here. I want them. How far away are they? They're quite far away, but I've got time. Chicken. Good. Are you the fifth force of nature, doggo? You know what? I believe you. You can say Einstein's theory of relativity clearly states, but the discoveries made in the past 12 months are really casting doubt on Einstein's theory of relativity and how it's not quite as waterproof as we once believed. Go have a quick Google about all the shit that's going on since the development of the James Webb Telescope and all the things we've been observing that make no sense in the terms of physics. The sixth force of nature is a bad smelling elevator, so it's me. It's my ass. Guffin an elevator, stinking it up while we're going down. Okay, Torment. Ultimately, then, what's the point in anything? There's a line from a comedian I like called Doug Stanhope. He says, if you're so sure that death leads to eternal bliss, then why are you wearing a seatbelt? Found it super interesting. The perception of time is affected by gravity. Oh yeah, black holes and that shit. There are a set of identical twins working for NASA. One goes to space, the other doesn't. The one that goes and spends time on the ISS biologically ages faster than the one on Earth. That's fucked up. There you go, Mr. Choby. Didn't know that. You see all science is wrong. Jesus, man, I hope you never need an operation. Yeah, doggo. I fucking dig that. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Although don't party too hard or you end up with an addiction like me. Why are you not evolving? I've got all the things I need. Bastards. Those chests are fucking miles away. Wait for it. Why is it not evolving? I've got everything. Oh, is it? So I need to evolve the clover to max as well. I didn't realise. Hang on. Maybe I do. Wait for it. Well, there's a chest there for when I'm ready. Aha. There we are. Relativistic truths are subjective, but what if they are provable through scientific experimentation? The thing I love about science is it's always happy to be wrong. Right, down and across. Oh, hello. What happened there? Everyone disappeared. I don't like that. That usually means something big and bad's coming. It's Harry Potter's dad. Gotcha. Yeah, well, just read Valen's comment, Tom, and that is absolutely 100%. Science is a search for what the hell's going on here. Oh, shit. I really shouldn't have looked away. What the hell's going on? Where was that critical one? Actually, no, I'll keep that. That's a good one. Right, what's going on in here? Oh, this is the curse. Yeah, just give me everything. Give me whatever you've got. Show me what you got. Give me a shield as well. Pause it. This is where you're wrong. Science is not a searching for truth. It's a process of progression of survival. The illusion of identities gaining truth is them getting facilities. I don't think we're going to agree on this one, Torment. Hi, Max. Christ, what's going on in here? Yeah, give me that. Oh, it's the only one I can have. Shit. Fuck you. Absolutely. don't like the way these guys move. It's a bit creepy. Oh shit, I didn't even see that there. I love that. Humans are too heavy to fly under current physical limitations. Disprove that one. Yeah, I say this with respect, Tom, and I do not in any way mean this to be offensive, and I'm sorry if this causes offense, but you seem to have gone extremely far down that hole that we have not gone. Oh, garlic. Oh, that fucking riff, though. Oh, there's a weapon there I've never seen. How do I get to it? There's no map. We tried to leave it once and then I brought it back. I don't want gas. I want that thing. Yeah, it's just been a long ongoing. We've talked about other things as well. I've found it fascinating, but yeah, maybe this. I tell you what. Okay, we're going to draw a line under it, and if this discussion is to be continued, Torment, I would happily do it on a voice chat with you. Just me and thee, or indeed if someone else wants to join in, that's fine as well. But let's just leave that there. We've had enough philosophy for today. Spank you with my master's degree in particle physics. Oh, spank me, daddy. I mean, sorry, Beardy. What? Okay, the mods have spoken, Torment. Fuck is that? Oh, you need evolved weapons to open these things. That's interesting. Which one's that? The double sword thing. That's the sword and armor together. I have neither. Okay. The armor's up there, but there's no sword. I have to come back and do this level again. What the hell? Can I not go into the void? I've seen enough. Okay. I'm not going to rise to that one. Yeah, the line has been drawn, Torment. I'm not going to rise to that, so let's just leave it there, dude. Fuck off, knobhead. Go on, Valen, if you must. You can't say I didn't try. Oh, armor, thank you. Oh dear. So, you know, it's different than me just talking about the weather. Oh, fuck, them four came along quick. Shit. This is an awful level. So how the hell do I get down to that orb thing? Yeah. Ah, well. Some mothers do have them. There's a chicken down there. I want that chicken. The issue just then is that guy will not realise that he was the one with the problem. But I've seen people go down that, like, proper hippie rabbit hole before. And I say that with love and respect, you know, but it's a hippie rabbit hole. Like, nothing means anything, man. You're all just ignorant. It's like, nah, mate. If nothing meant anything, what the fuck are you doing watching someone play games on Twitch, you sad cunt? Ahem. Hey, Viander, thank you for the 3-month free sub. I believe that I am winning, Sembar. Cheese is love, cheese is life. I fucking love cheese. I might try and involve cheese into my food later today. And again, I need to eat that soup. Pea soup doesn't really go with cheese, does it? Unless I had it cold and put lumps of cheddar in it. That could work. A nice little neat line. What of cheese? Oh, yeah, cut us another line of cheese, mate. Snorting parmesan. Oh, God, can you imagine? It smells like feet as it is. I do love it, though. It tastes amazing. I love that parmesan funk. There you go, that should be the name of my new experimental jazz band. Parmesan Funk. Hell yeah. Take over the world. Oh man, this blew a bogey on my nose. Didn't even mean to. I went to itch my nose and it fell out. Even Keith Richards wouldn't snort that, I don't know. Whoa, this is... it's really throwing me off the way this is all... very odd. The way they move. Don't like it. I should have gone for speed then. Damage is good. Yes. He said he agreed with the egg, but then apparently not. I don't know. Very weird. Some people are just weird, and the internet is a breeding ground for them. Trigger warning. Trigger warning for sexual assault. Okay? But I have something I need to say. Not painting torment with this brush, but I once knew someone who spoke just like that. Like, almost to the point where I almost asked if it was him. But he went down that hole to the point so much where he determined that nothing mattered, to the point that he had sex with a 12-year-old girl and got 9 years in prison for it. It's all very nice to believe that nothing means anything, but you need a fucking dose of reality. Anyway, back with the music. Oh, fuck, I wasn't paying attention, I died. That was karma. I need health. Reroll. Healing is doubled. Yes, that's what I want. This was someone I knew and hung out with and went drinking with and stuff. It was the kind of person that would tell you that soap was a conspiracy theory and that the body didn't need it and stuff, and then buy himself an iMac. And then, yeah, went so far down the hole, he just... Oh. But we all need health in this life, damn right. Sorry, dude. I did give a trigger warning. Oh fuck! This isn't getting anywhere, is it? Yeah. Everything very much matters. I agree. You see, what the people, everyone in this community, everyone in this room, we all seem to have a certain base understanding of kindness and goodness and good actions towards one another, and try and limit our negative experiences as much as possible. When you step outside of that to say none of that matters, on any way, shape or form, like nothing matters, you're going to end up like that. I can't imagine their existence is a very happy one. Or maybe it is, but maybe their interactions with others are not very happy. But he did also give... he also did mention that he's a former hard drug addict, and this is what he's found to replace that, like, as some people find God and whatever. And then the drug used to consume them, but now it's the new way of life that consumes them. Oh, fuck, again, I looked at chat and died. I've got to stop looking at chat. This is an intense level. It's been really easy so far today. So I've said a few times recently, if I had my time again, as in if I could get the funding from the government again, I wouldn't do an event management degree. I'd take, like, human psychology or behavioural sciences or something. It fascinates me how experiences can mould people into completely opposite things. This is not Barbarian Hermit. What the hell am I listening to? Oh, it is. Bloody hell, Simon. I didn't realise your voice went that weird. Right, we're going to have some healing music on. I hope I'm introducing some of you now to a new band. This is amazing, beautiful, wondrous band of some of the nicest, kindest people I've ever met in my life, who do music which is linked. They say it's a mix between Black Sabbath and ABBA. They put the ABBA in Sabbath. So this is Church of the Cosmic Skull. I hope you enjoy as much as I do. I have played some before on stream, but I think we need some healing vibes in here today. Nothing matters is a great excuse to justify horrific deeds. Exactly. See my example just given. Ah yes, Meatwood Flak, indeed, indeed. I love these guys. I'm going to see them at the end of this month. Very excited. Very, very, very excited. And they're playing with Elephant Tree as well, and Barbarian Hermit, in fact. And it's the day after I go see Battalions in Hull. It's going to be a right weekend, is that? You never seen the day again. Soap is a conspiracy propagated by Big Clean. Big hug, Semba. You do give excellent hugs. I've experienced them firsthand. It's pretty much what I'm studying at college. Teach me. Come home and teach me what you've learned. Why do we do what we do? Cobbim stood outside the store. He said, oh yeah, I forgot they played Bloodstock. Yeah, I really, really like them. They're definitely... the experience of listening to them is definitely heightened with an intoxicating substance. Nevertheless, I love them regardless. Oh, yeah. I swear I heard the song. Nice. Whether or not you think it matters does not change the fact that it definitely does matter to some people. Excellent point. I feel sad. I feel that disconnected from life because I've spent so much time in that space, but I took it out on myself, not others. But I'm glad that you're no longer in that space, Cleo. I know we all throw praise on each other in this community, and damn right, because we're all fucking good people, but you are a wonderful person. But sometimes we have to go through hell to realise that within ourselves. I think I'm going to go down and under. Gone within the mountain sun, you never see the day again. Oh shit, I don't have to go through these. What the hell? Oh fuck, okay, no, I'm going to die if I do that. This is not good, not good, not good. Garlic, I guess. Oh shit. How many revives have I got left? One. At least I've got one. Can you all just go away, please? I'm starting to get hurt here. Okay, I'm kind of holding my own here, which is nice. Not my own, you know. I mean, there are lots of factors in it, but Big Empire do is our upbringing and the things we were taught by people we grew up with. Amen to that. Amen to that. He looks like a big snaky boy. Go away, please. Nice. Oh, stop it for a triple, but no. These guys do a song on one of the later albums called Living in a Bubble. And I love it. And I love living in a bubble. You guys are my bubble. I choose you. Outside my bubble's fucking horrible. It's nice in the bubble. It's cozy and warm in the bubble. And we have good food as well. From within the mountain, I never see the day again. We're all Crichtons from Red Dwarf trying to break free of our programming. I love it. Alright, let's try and get this arrow upgrade. Oh no, I don't think I've got the things for the upgrade for the arrow. It's the guns, isn't it? Shit. Okay. I really want that weapon. Oh, my child. It's not there, is it? So I can have a maybe. Seeing as I'm here, I can maybe try going up and then down. See if there's like a route. Nope. Oh shit. See, they're coming out. Maybe there's like a hidden path. Let's try and get there without dying. Come on. Nope. About here. Nope. Okay. Jesus Christ, this is just weird. Skulls on bollocks. Come on. Stand here a bit and hopefully let everything regenerate a tad. Oh, nice. Give me an evolve. Yes! This isn't helping me get to where I want to be, though, is it? I'm going to have to start being proactive and walking towards where I need to be. Another revival, yes. I am determined to get that weapon. I know. What the hell is that? Weird rat thing. Right, I once had someone accuse me of setting up an echo chamber ecosystem. I'm like, yeah, so? Full of good people and good things. Why should I subject myself to shittiness just because it exists? Encore! Absolutely fucking right on. You got a llama? Right, okay, so I can't get to it by going that way around, so maybe I need to go this way around. Don't know what I may find. I've clearly been up there because there must be something up there because there's a chest. Oh shit, careful, Chung. I'll just randomize them, I don't care anymore. All that matters to me now is chicken. Here comes the black slug. This song's called Black Slug. It's about depression. It's really good. Alpacas are great. Apparently there's an alpaca farm near Hull. We'll have to go visit that. I need to get back in touch with the RSPCA again. I started volunteering for them and then they blank me for weeks on end and then all of a sudden get back to me. I mean, their admin is not the best. You know, they're sort of spending a lot of time looking after animals and I don't think they're very admin focused when it comes to that kind of thing. But still, I keep forgetting to do it myself. Forever. This is the end of the line, man. There must be a secret path. Look at all the enemies that are in there, so... Oh, hello. Has he found it? He's found summit. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm back here. Whoa, I don't know if this is like, I don't know if I'm clipping out of bounds here. Oh. Now I am just in the infinite blackness. I have to look up a guide on this one. Seems so close to it. Oh, you see, it's there. It's right. It's literally there. The arrow moves, disappears. Why can't I get to it? Why is that moving towards me? I don't know, but I'll take it. I've never seen a chest move towards me before. This level's weird, man. Oh, hello. How did I clip out last time? I don't know. Oh, man. That is literally one of the weapons I've been looking for as well. I can't get to the damn thing. And there's no map. What's that big bundle? Oh, that's all the extra bonus pickups which the bosses came and hurt me, but... Speaking in a metaphor, all above, some below. There must be a way. There must be a way. Girlfriend's taking a grandkid to hospital, trying to find the will to play Starfield. Are you not impressed with it? I've heard a lot of people just say, it's alright. Whereas everyone's absolutely going nuts over Baldur's Gate 3, which I do really want to play. When it comes down in price a bit for PlayStation, I think I shall. Movements in the sky. Ooh. Maybe I need to get all of these or something. I don't know. There's something not quite right here. I can't figure out what it is. Oh, hello. This is another way. Oh, it's this. I can't clip into this bit. Is it maybe a different character that can do it? You get caught on something there, so is there an entryway in there? No. Yeah. Oh no, I've hit a block. Oh, thank God, I've got past the block. What the fuck? Changing my mind. Oh, oh. Most complete bug-free game Bethesda have ever made. You see, that kind of worries me. The biggest bit of positive feedback about it is it's not as buggy as their recent output. It's like, I'm not sure that's really a good selling point. Movements in the sky. It's taken 3 years for Cyberpunk to get fixed. Yeah, it's another one that's on my... It's at the back end of my list, but it is on my list. Oh, this is so... The physics on this level are so weird, and I can't figure them out, and I hate that I can't figure them out. Maybe it's at the bottom, so if I get right to the bottom... and then move this way, can I go further down? Come on, breakthrough, breakthrough. Must be something here. We're still... I didn't even see that. Sorry, Red. We are still fully aware that it exists and come across it all over the place. We don't need it in spaces we can control. Yeah. All I wanted was to know your secret name. Oh, hello. I'm on the create a person menu, reading all the different backgrounds, etc. going, I'm really excited for Baldur's Gate 3. I've not heard anybody say a single bad word against Baldur's Gate 3, apart from the anti-woke crowd. It's fucking woke, penises. Fucking grow up. Stand on the right side of history. Ah, you have Game Pass, so fair enough. Get it on. I do have a free 3-month trial or whatever of Game Pass. Whenever I do choose to use it, I'm going to be doing and streaming Fable 2 and 3 with it. I don't think my PC would handle Starfield anyway, to be quite honest. Might not even handle Baldur's Gate, I'm not sure. It's a good PC, but it's a few years old now. Look, there's another side to the level. I can see it at the other side of this big big black brick. I'm back at the beginning of the level. Oh, yeah. Why does that look like a pair of glasses? Is there something here? Woke means inclusion and knowledge of historical injustices. So when people say they're anti-woke, it just means they're a cunt. Can we have another round of applause? It's time for Doc. Oh, fucking all these woke brigade telling us what we can and can't say. It's like all we're literally saying is you can't talk like a dickhead, and if you do, we'll make sure everyone knows you're a fucking dickhead. Honestly, people. Oh, I got the red cape. Nice. Which means like I can't really be damaged anymore. But it doesn't matter because I can't get to where I want to be on the sodding level. Ah, fuck it. I'm going to call it then. At least I did. Oh, I didn't break the curse because I didn't complete the level, maybe? That's weird. Let's go back to the unlocks. Oh, these are all new. Oh, God, I've got loads of new unlocks. Ah, with Maruto, break the seal of the abyss. With Eleanor, break the seal of the banished. Right, okay. I got some new shit. But my friends, after nearly 4 hours, DiCaprio raising a glass, we're going to go and see somebody else. I'm going to take some time off. The weather is still glorious. I'm going to go for a walk. Who's on? We're going to go see somebody else who I've been following for a while, but I've only really started getting into their streams. So let's go and see Peachy Pixel 8. Fantastical. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. Certainly an interesting stream, not a normal one, as it were. But it was good. It was interesting. It was funny in places. It was tragic in others. We need to change that because I don't have the hairiest of faces anymore. In fact, I haven't had any hair left on my face. So we need to maybe think of a new raid alert. You made a shitty week for me much better for today. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I truly do. So long and thanks for all the fish. Be kind to everyone you meet, especially yourselves. And remember, things do matter. I love you all to bits, dudes. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon as long as therapy goes well. But considering how I'm feeling today, I've got a feeling therapy is going to be okay tomorrow. And I'll catch you later. Mwah, bye.